We're being hailed.
Not surprising. On screen!
We do nothing wrong. We are pack-led. We are honest traders. Why do you hold us here?
Oh, we need information.
I don't know anything.
No pack-led knows anything.
You are pack-led.
Yes, we are pack-led.
Oh, then you have knowledge. You are not stupid.
Well, no, we are not stupid.
Then you will beam over and tell us what we need to know.
Oh, no, I'm afraid. I will not beam over.
Why?
You are Klingon. We are pack-led.
I do not understand you, pack-led.
It is difficult to understand.
Well, then you must come aboard our ship and explain why you are afraid to come aboard.
Yes, I will do that. I will beam over and explain.
Ah. You are a good negotiator, Captain.
Yes, we are pack-led.
You screen off.
From days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe, there stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture, loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the woke, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the comic relief crusader.
Hey folks, how's it going? It is Friday. We made it again to the end of the week and almost to the end of April, amazingly enough. And it is episode 79 on a Frantic Friday, and you've entered the Geekosphere, which just happens to be also at the same time the Comic Relief Crusader channel. So I want to say hello to everybody out there that finally made it today, and great to have you. Like, first and foremost, Bill Barkley. So he says, hey Mike, hope your mic issues are fixed for today's stream. Well, I most certainly hope that they are. So, and as our Technosapien Geek, who is also a member of this channel, likes to remind me, don't forget to turn it off and on again. So, as I like to do that, you know, toggle that switch, unplug and replug and all that jazz, and hopefully I don't have a mess up like I did on Tuesday. Oh my God, that was horrendous. So, and Lord Thoft, what up? What's up to you, dude? Nice to see you, man. Great that you can join us today. And we also have our illustrious Franco Walker. Any hints? Yes, there are hints. There are multiple hints, and I believe I probably might have already dropped them. So, we're at the lookout of certain things that happen for inexplicable reasons. So, Gorilla's Sense of Thoughts, how's it going, man? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope your channel's doing well, by the way, dude. You know, you seem to be kicking the proverbial ass and taking the proverbial names. So, nice to see you, man. Vince Womack, how's it going? Heidi ho to all you nerds and nerdettes, and Heidi ho to you too, dude. Nice that you can join us today. We got Pop Culture Republic, who's also here. Hello, all, and hello to you, Pop Culture Republic. Nice to see you. And let's see, what else we got here? We got Franco Walker. I believe I said hi to Franco. Whatever, I'm gonna say hi again. So there you go. Hi, how's it going? So, and ooh, look at that! And we got Sci-Fi Sif Dan. Hello there, Comic Relief Crusader, and how's it going, dude? Nice to see you, man. Great that you can join us today. Well, that being said, you know what? Let's just get the shoe on the road, as it were, and let's invite everybody onto the battle today, shall
Don't
we?
know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
Jason Fox of 540 Studios, how's it going, dude?
Well, hello everybody. Hope my microphone is working well, because it looks like a lot of people have issues with StreamYard lately and audio issues. So, but
right.
other than that, I'm here. Gonna be fun to talk about some stuff, and I'm just happy, bro.
That's right, because at this channel, we make things go. So
Yeah.
And also say his name, and he appears before you. It happens to be the Techno Sabian Geek. How's it going there, dude?
It's going. I got food next to me with onion rings, chicken fingers, and shrimp. So I'm gonna be muting the mic occasionally, eating while talking. And Jason, I'm so sorry about last night. I apologize. I'll do that on air. I wanted to be sure, just to let you know, my computer, my desktop just is messing up. Now I might have fixed it,
I
but
know.
I didn't want
It's all good.
Yeah, I felt bad. It was like right to the end too, and I was enjoying it. But it might be fixed, but I don't want to take a chance for today's show. I'm using the laptop connected to another monitor, so I got two monitors, and hopefully
Hopefully it works, man. Hopefully.
But it seems to be everybody's getting audio issues lately. It's like
you disrupted somebody's show.
I know. It's like,
right.
Okay.
That's how I feel, man. That's how I feel. That was me after the stream.
I tell you what, too. You ever sit with, like, you sit on one of your feet, like the way you sit? I don't sit normally. I like to sit like, they used to call it Indian style. I don't know if that's good now or not. You know what I mean? When I sit
who cares if it's not good? Just say it.
Yeah. So, but I can't do it now because I get a broken toe, so I'm sitting on my broken toe. Ow, I shouldn't do that, should I? Even though I don't feel it. It's like, oh, I can't do that. Like, turn it. So I got my foot still up on the chair one leg, but not on top of it. Yeah. So, whatever.
No, it's not a good idea.
And hail to Penny.
Broken toe. Hey,
Hi,
Penny.
Hey.
COC, Jason, Tom, and Panetta bread with the gals. Ooh.
Oh, nice. I haven't had Panera bread in years.
Nice.
That's good stuff.
I don't even know what Panera bread is. And
it's good. It's really good. Oh, yeah. I haven't had it in years, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. Well, then that being said, it sounds like Penny's going like international with her.
That's awesome.
Food delectables. And last but not least, putting all the maximum effort into being in the show, it's Pop Culture Republic. How's it going, dude?
Hey. It's going well.
Hey.
Hey.
He was also on the show yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, it was good to see you yesterday, Pop, too.
That was
cool.
fun.
Yeah, man.
I saw a link. I clicked on it, and I was there. How about that?
Yeah, he got beamed up.
You made it happen.
You click it and you get beamed into something. You don't know if it's good or bad.
Yeah,
you just have to take it as it comes.
Like Dr. McCoy, my atoms were scrambled.
Yeah, exactly.
Man. So how was everybody's week so far? Pretty good? Not too shabby?
Pretty good. It's been pretty good. Just been working on stuff.
Okay, except for Tom.
Yeah, Tom and his broken toe.
I got a broken toe. No.
Well, no, the scary part is I didn't feel it. So it's like, diabetic feet suck. I have no feeling.
That is the weirdest thing. That is totally the weirdest thing.
I'm really similar, but I don't have diabetes. But I'm similar because I barely feel pain.
Well, actually, the better way to say it is diabetes.
Exactly.
Diabetes. Well, for Burma.
It's like the times I've damaged my body, I never feel it. I'm just like, oh well.
Well, yeah,
I guess I have to go to the doctor, you know.
The nurse, at first, when she sees it, she's like, because, being diabetic. And then I come back after an x-ray. Oh, it's just broken. You're fine. What?
You're fine. It's just broken. No
But
worry.
that's actually better. It's bruised because it's broke. Now it's like, okay, yeah.
Padawannabe says, I believe they refer to sitting Indian style as crisscross.
Yes. Crisscross.
Applesauce.
Yeah. That's another term. Yeah. I forget the name.
I always heard it as cross-legged.
Yeah, that's
I heard
I
it that
usually
way
sit.
too.
Even in a chair, I usually sit like that. But
Indian style. If you don't
I
care
wonder
about
how the
PC
fuck you broke it,
terms.
dude.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I know,
probably
that's
bumped
really
it.
weird.
See, I have weights on my floor. I think I bumped it into the weights, but I don't feel it. So, I guess that's the way it happened.
I wonder, man. I wonder.
And Padawannabe, how's it going, dude? Nice to see you, man.
Ooh, Havoc.
And Bill Buckley, has anyone watched Havoc? Tom Hardy yet?
No.
No,
No,
not
I
yet.
haven't.
Not familiar with it.
Is that available? I wonder. Let's take a look. I like Tom Hardy, so.
Maybe. Yeah,
I
he's a
watched
good
a movie
actor.
that I watched a really good movie this week called Locked. I'd say if anybody check it out.
I'm in it. I'm in it, you know.
Yeah, Jason's in it. Actually, looks a lot like it's AKA Bill Skarsgård. He's what a good actor.
because we look so similar. So it's me. I'm the stunt double. I've
Oh,
not gotten the
okay.
paycheck yet. So come on, I'm waiting for the paycheck.
It's I'm
Well-
blanking out. It's Bill Skarsgård. Who's the other actor, Jason? That's in it.
Oh, fuck. The name
on
is
Netflix. Okay, I'll check it out.
Yes.
look.
Just give me 1 sec. I'm gonna look it up and I'll tell you.
Okay.
It's a well-known actor.
Hopkins.
Well, then while Tom's looking that up, it's time for...
Tonight, we dive into the diseased human mind. Join me. The gray matter is warm.
Anthony Hopkins. Sorry,
Yeah,
I remember
yes,
now.
yeah.
Anthony Hopkins, yeah.
And it's a Sam
There we
Raimi
go.
film, so it's like, wow. But what a brilliant... Anthony Hopkins plays the villain. I can give that much, but wow. Holy crap. It's only usually just him and Bill in the scenes. It's like a very small cast with occasional appearance, but you don't see that often. Well done. As a person who loves film, very well done. That's hard to do, to only have a small area and most of the film. Really well done. Bravo to them. Oh, yeah.
Let's see. So, stupid news. What do we got in stupid news today? Okay, some weird stuff is going on. First of all, I'm going to say thanks, Jason,
Oh, there it is. Havoc. I'm going to
for
wait.
sending me one part of stupid news. So, thank you for that. But I'm going to show this because this recently appeared on the interwebs, and this from the Daily Mail. Experiments, okay, now get this, people. Experiments to dim the sun in bed to curb global warming will be approved by the UK government within weeks.
Does anybody remember the Animatrix?
Yes.
That's exactly what the hell's what the hell? No.
I don't recall being
Highlander
attacked
2.
by robots. Yeah, Highlander 2.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, maybe they're just prepping for the Highlander reboot that is going to be starring a very good Superman actor. Maybe that's it. Yeah. But this is actually like I've seen a couple of pundits over in the UK actually talking about this. It's like, are you literally insane?
yeah, that you'd
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are
I
you?
want to.
This is James Bond villain level type of crap.
That
That's
can't
going
happen.
on.
We'd have to fight back against this. They even tempt this. This is no.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, Vince. Yeah, and The Simpsons. Yeah, they did that too. Yeah.
But if you look at, like I said, they do that in the Matrix to shut down robotics, electronics, stuff like that. Solar panels would be pretty much useless then, which
Yeah, I was
sucks.
about to say, so much for those solar panel farms.
And
Yeah,
I want
right.
to actually get solars for my house. If I ever build a house, I want solar because it helps lower your bills.
Now,
So,
here's what I'm wondering, okay? If they do it by some sort of cloud blocking or a sun blocking cloud or something like that, right? Over England. Maybe it's just me, but clouds seem to travel worldwide and they seem to, I don't know, after a while, disperse in the atmosphere.
Dissipate,
Yeah, they kind of dissipate. What are you hoping to accomplish here? Are you hoping to, I don't know, make some sort of nationwide, I don't know, dark balloon of some sort and tether it to the ground, thereby blocking all entire sunlight.
I'm gonna. Can I say a word that might perk up some ears? People might say conspiracy.
Go for it.
HARP.
Yes. Yeah.
It exists. It's real. I'm sorry. They can,
Multiple
Madman
books have been written on it, so yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Madman number 4. First of all, yeah, nice to see you. I finally saw you in the chat. And yeah, Dim the Sun just over the UK. Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
It always rains there anyway, so it wouldn't be much different. I got friends in the UK. It's like it's always wet and rainy, so it's not like it's anything different.
But I mean, this is. I know in some circles, that this kind of stuff has been talked about. Yeah, like what you said, Tom, HARP, for example.
Yeah.
I studied up on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and blaming oil industries for this and that, and and like lots of really funky weather modifying stuff. It's like, why don't you just do that? Oh, I don't know. Let's see, maybe Mars, where nothing lives. Instead of trying it out here, because if something goes horribly wrong, how are you going to fix it? What's your contingency plan?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah. Padawannabe, drill some rockets into the moon. Oh, wait, no, that's no moon.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's no moon.
What movie was that?
Right.
It was what's it called? Moon. That last year, I think it was last year. The moon actually collapses against
Moonrise
the Earth.
or Moonfall.
It was a really cool
or something.
Yeah.
That was really well done. I enjoyed that. It's like, wow, oh, it's cool.
I thought, you know what? It was kind of like, for me, it was kind of like stupid fun.
Yeah, exactly. But it's,
I still haven't seen that. I've seen the trailer for it, and I thought, oh, this looks something that might be enjoyable.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Barkley says maybe they want some dim sum, the Chinese meal. Yeah, that could be it.
Dim sum's good.
So, but let's think about this for a second. You block out the sun, what's gonna grow?
Well, then think about it. They don't want trees because that'll help carbon and clean the air. Then
that's right.
Yeah, they want to kill all the trees.
Oh, and remember that news that we shared months ago? About painting the landscapes. Over in England, that's racist now, and so yeah. Remember that? And if you get rid of all the foliage and trees and stuff like that, it'll all be plain Jane, barren, featureless, and therefore not be racist.
Stupid.
Yep.
So there's that. England, just when I thought you couldn't get any dumber, America had the right idea back in 1776. So there's that. Let's see. And this one Jason gave to me. I thought this was so funny. Oh, yes. From the Mail Online. World's first sperm race will take place before a live audience of more than 1,000 spectators next week. What? What?
Who wants to join this?
I do.
So this is like essentially like a horse race, but with sperm.
Amazing stuff, right?
It's like, how do you? Yeah, I know, Pop. Yeah, right.
Poor Pop. He's just like,
what?
Why am I here?
Right.
My head is like tilted one side. I'm looking at the monitor, finding like, what in the world?
Okay, that's the best one. I don't want to be. I'll bet on the white ones. Isn't that racist? Oh no, wait, they're all no matter what. That's awesome.
On the white.
Exactly.
That's the best. Oh god!
Take your bets now for the world's first sperm race. So, what would you name every individual one? So, Bill Barkley says, "Yeah, how many will be coming to that?"
Oh,
so, yeah. Franco Walker, I'll go to the bookies tomorrow to place the bets.
Place the bets, yeah.
All
the whites.
And is that, that kind of makes you wonder.
Yeah, right.
It's like, in boxing, they have the card lady, that holds up whatever round it is in the boxing match. You know,
Oh God!
Are you
Think
doing
about the
something?
Commentators.
This makes no sense. This is so stupid. Flip City Magazine, how's it going? And,
Hail.
hail and happy Friday. I'm giving
to
you
you.
more new material now.
It's a bizarre Friday.
Yes, it is. So Sperm
I just
City
wonder how it
Magazine.
is to be a commentator on this, and how they're.
Yeah, right. And we also got Wendy Drama Warrior, just in the nick of time when it comes to something medical. Are we going to show the sperm being expelled at the start of the race? There's already a genre for that. Yeah, but we don't.
Yeah,
wanna
can I
talk
be?
about-
I'll be a participant. No, wait.
We don't want to talk about that genre. No. So, sperm acorn racing. Oh my God, no. No. Let's see. Will there be a barbecue for with wieners? Probably, because everybody likes a good wiener. So, Padawannabe, 5 seconds into the race, half the field will perish. Well, yeah, you know, I just want to know if it's going to be a... oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this because of this news article. Yeah, how do you start the race? And does anybody really want to see that? And how do you know it's specifically yours that's going to win? Are the sperm all numbered? I don't think so.
Oh God!
You know, will they have, I don't know, to identify them? Will you be putting little microscopic jockeys on them or something like that? Yes, exactly, Franco. That's right. Will the sperm have jockeys? Yeah, that makes you wonder now, right? So, you know, will numbers be tagged on them? This makes absolutely no sense.
We got to do an anime about this now. This has to be an anime.
Oh
This
God!
is
Tom,
an anime.
Tom, what?
I know.
Have you not seen Cells at Work? Like,
Well, that's
come
what I'm
on.
saying. But now we can do this one. This can be part of that. That'd be hilarious.
Oh my God, this is this. Yeah, I know, right? It's another van in sports. So let's see, how many will get an early start? Yeah, that makes you wonder. You know.
Oh,
no
those
cheating.
pre-starters. Those pre-starters.
Don't they usually fire blanks with a starting pistol? Yes!
That
Yes,
happens
they
when
do.
you get older. But anyway.
And Padawannabe, yes. See, I was going to say something, but it's like, yeah, what are they racing to? Is this a triple X set? Yeah. I mean, this has got to be a joke.
Yeah, right.
Has to be a joke. But
Oh,
no.
I hope so. You know, I wish it was. I don't know, but in this world we're living in, you never know anymore what's jokes or not.
And how much time does it take to rev the engine? Yeah, exactly, right?
Well, exactly. Sometimes the engine might take 5 minutes. It might take 20. It varies on your moods. Hello. So
Exactly.
it's
Depends
like,
on your diet. It depends on
Exactly.
your age. Yeah.
Yes.
We all jump around. I'm one, whatever. Yeah.
Mike will be going along to it, hence relief in his name. Oh my God. And that's enough news of that. So-
unless you just start it individually in your time once it hits the starting gate. That's the way. That doesn't matter when you. Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, you got a point there. So, oh my God. Okay, so today on the show we're going to talk about
Oh, God.
how I try to segue away from this now. Nobody's going to forget that. You know what?
By the way, your mic is sounding really great today. By the way, the sultry, soothing sounds of your tones.
Working
Yeah.
a lot better today. Yeah. Hope mine is working too.
Yes, you
Well,
are.
hopefully
All
too.
gentlemen are sounding good.
So
StreamYard,
today,
fix your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So today, okay, well, Andor Season 2 is out now. We also are going to be talking about Voltron and probably Malcolm in the Middle.
I heard
a
about
lot
that.
of news about that. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
really concerned of what I've heard.
Right. So,
I'm not
you
gonna
know what?
spoil it yet.
I'm going to leave it up to the chat because it's a Friday, and usually on, sometimes on a Friday, I kind of like to leave it to the chat and, kind of pick which one goes first, right? Because, you know what? it's a fun way of just making it interactive for the audience that are listening in here in the chat, and if they happen to be in the rewind, then they can curse the chat for making the decision that they did of what to go first. So, but we'll leave it to the panel here. So, Tom, what would you like to see?
I want to save Voltron for last because I love Voltron, and
Okay.
so I'll save that for last. I
Okay.
want to finish off strong. It's like, oh, you know.
There you go. Shut it, Tom. You'll jinx it. Jason, what about you?
For me, it's the same. You know, I will go with whatever the panel and other people want. So
yeah, the panel.
Okay.
You guys are the one that count. Everybody out there in the panel.
Right.
You guys are the
So
important ones.
you're the sheep, and you're gonna.
Okay, Vince. I'm with Vince.
I'm
Vince
kidding,
is
I'm
Voltron
kidding.
for last too. There's another one for Voltron for last. Yeah.
Let's see, Pop. What about you? What would you pick? Andor, Voltron, or Malcolm in the Middle?
Pop is tending to his cats at the moment. They were getting.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yes,
right. Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'll vote for Pop, and I'll say Voltron for last.
Oh, I like
So-
Vince's
yeah,
idea.
Voltron for last.
I like
okay.
the way Vince said it. He said Andor, Malcolm, Voltron, because Andor's good. Malcolm, we don't
Yeah.
know. Voltron is great. So that's like you get something good.
Yeah, that's true. Bill, it's gonna be
Animal.
Animal Voltron.
Yeah.
Lion Voltron. Let's see. Flip City Magazine says Malcolm for first. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Vince, get the awful one first. We'll leave Voltron for last. There you go. There's a good one. Let's see. Andor. Yeah. So
I like
what
that
Tom
one
said.
because Andor's good. Malcolm,
Andor,
we don't know.
Yes. I
Yeah.
see what Vince said. Yes. Malcolm in the middle.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes,
see what
I
he
agree.
did.
That's why
And,
he's a
yes,
wrench.
I
The
agree
man
with
knows
that.
what he's doing. There you go.
There we go. I see what you did, Vince. Yeah. Let's see.
Bravo.
Lines Ho. I'm guessing that means maybe first. So let's see. Yeah, no doubt it'll be the
Great.
Oh, I
Rampage
actually
with
have a lot of
Andor.
things to say about that because a lot
Yeah.
of people have forgotten Expanded Universe is a lot of the same. It's
Okay.
always been. So we can.
I'm waiting till Andor's done because I want to binge it. I'm gonna wait till it's done, then I'll binge it.
Right.
Yeah.
So our Madman number 4 says I've only seen about 5 to 8 minutes of Andor season 2. Let's see. Not so good news with Andor. The stuff.
Well,
So-
it's nothing new in Star Wars.
That's true.
But one thing though, I'm gonna say this now. They said it's the Animal Voltron. Stay for the credits. Maybe we'll have a hint at the vehicle one if there's gonna be a second film. That would be cool.
Maybe
They've
never
teamed
know.
up in the cartoons before. They have.
Well, that's true too. So
Yeah.
okay, so let's get the worst stuff out of the way first. So and then work our way with Malcolm in the Middle and then Voltron. So we'll do that. Okay.
Spidey.
So Spidey's here. Oh, right on, dude. Yeah,
Haven't
Canadian
seen you in a
Spider-Man.
while, brother. Hope you're good.
Hey there, man. So, Pamela, hello, and hello to you, Canadian Spider-Man. So nice to see you, man. Andor looks boring. Malcolm will be woke. Voltron has a chance. Says
I like the first
Okay.
Andor. I really enjoyed it.
I like Andor season 2
Yeah,
so
so do I.
far.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but yeah, I like the first season. So
oh right, yeah. Before I get into the whole shtick, we have to do this.
Oi! You! Watching the stream right now? I'm reading articles like a pro, but guess what? Your papers and ears deserve more than just a silent scroll. That's right. No one else is getting that kind of level of fame. So, if you just donate maybe a mere $5 kind of super chat, you want it, and I get to use the voice that you kind of want to hear right now.
Yeah. So that being said, for every $5 super chat that happens to come on this channel, that means I have to torture myself to the whims of you, the crowd out there, for 5 minutes doing a particular voice that I will either probably do fairly well or butcher it completely, and therefore making my life a miserable hell, but entertainment at least for you guys. So,
I can make
there we
him
go.
do a Norwegian accent.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah, you would too, wouldn't you? So, $5, you can have Mike read the article like Jabba the Hutt. Oh, God. See what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so Andor Season 2. Disney uses Star Wars to push the message.
Bullshit.
No.
I disagree with that. I disagree
What?
with that.
You mean, yeah, or Drunk Scott. That's right, like Tuesday. Oh my God. Well, it's not like Star Wars hasn't pushed the message before. But in this
Again,
particular
Star Wars
case,
have always. It's like Star Wars has always had political stuff in it in the universe. So
well, yeah, you have space Nazis basically. And
but it's been
that's what they're based on.
generalized.
They're based on the Yazis and samurais
True.
at the same time. So
Yeah.
So as it goes, so it's the day. So you know what? Here's the thing. I may or may not disagree with whatever the article has to say. So I haven't read it first, but that's what makes this show kind of interesting. So it's the day after the first 3 episodes of Andor season 2. So whether or not you've seen it or not, there might be spoilers ahead. Don't know, but then again, it's Disney, so you might
Don't
not
care
care.
at this
Warning.
There we go. So dropped on Disney Plus, and I just sneezed. So
May the force be with you.
I know, right? Or at least a tissue. And wouldn't you know, all the trades are running with the exact same story, right? And what could that be? Well, apparently the article writer said, I just finished, for some odd reason that just skipped right there. I just finished watching the episodes this morning, and as I tweeted, I felt that it was really slow. It was the same for the first 3 episodes of season 1, but things improved.
building up. It's about building up.
Exactly. Hopefully that's the case with season 2 as well. So here's the thing. However, with season 2 being the last, creator Tony Gilroy might be making it less about Star Wars and more about the message. So
I didn't feel that way.
I didn't really feel that way either, right? So what does Gilroy care? No one watched season 1. Well, I wouldn't say that. Because I watched season 1, and season 1, I know a lot of people didn't like it. I didn't mind it. And I'm just going to say that, right?
I used to hate it, but I decided to rewatch it because of Cash Money, my friend and co-host.
Yeah.
And then I found out that I didn't hate it as much as I used to. And I actually, after rewatching it, I found a love for it. I still have problems with certain things, like how it looks, and they're missing some music and faders and stuff like that. But other than the small nitpicks, I'm like, this is a story. It's actually building up. You actually care about the characters. It's actually good action too, and everything that I wanted, at least, mostly.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? So, now here's the thing. There's an attempted rape scene in one of the episodes where Adrena Arjona's character is attacked by an Imperial officer, and she fights him off and manages to kill him.
And
so
this is what I also want to say, and I need to add to this. Again, in the expanded universe, stuff like this have happened before, and I can also bring up one book that I highly love, Darth Plagueis.
Yes.
And on page, I even remember it, on page 279, they talk about, it's a planet there that is famous for killers, molesters, and thieves, etc. Molesting and SA and stuff like that has been mentioned multiple times before in the expanded universe. It is nothing new. It's always been there. Again, yes, certain Star Wars things are more for children, but certain storylines and stuff like that are more for, teens and
adults,
more grown-ups, adults.
Exactly.
And so essays and stuff like that have always been there. And also, if you go back, when you have Jabba the Hutt, what do you think they did with the girls that was there? Like, what do you think? They were slaves. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at the way you said SA. No.
Yeah, I know.
But no, exactly. They're slave girls. It's hello.
But,
it's like
yeah,
there's
right.
Nothing new. So when I saw that, I was like, this doesn't bother me, and I see a lot of people freak out. And one thing that I thought, because I messaged you, Comic, about, because I think it is so funny. A lot of people out there claim they're like so big into the expanded universe, and they claim this never happened. It's never been essays or molesting or whatever it is, right? What word you want to use for it? And I'm like, no, I can bring up my book right now. One of my favorite books that is actually also mentioned straight out. And there you have it.
Well, that's
it's
the thing,
always
right?
been part of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
more thoughts.
has-
I mean, this is basically a non-story in a way.
Has anybody
why-
ever seen?
because-
I'm going to bring Blade Runner. That's another sci-fi classic. I'll bring
there's
in
like
Blade Runner.
whole lore around Jabba's palace that they never go into.
Well, yeah, he
Right.
is slave girl. But has anybody ever watched Blade Runner?
Of course.
There's a scene in there
What?
where there's a scene that's kind of similar that a lot of people don't talk about, but it does exist in that film. And it's still one of my all-time favorite films, but there's a scene that where, yeah, and it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
it is uncomfortable, very much so.
Yeah,
but
very
it's there.
much uncomfortable for the hero character to go and
Wait,
do.
so
Exactly.
And all of the Imperials too. They are not nice people either.
no, exactly.
Right.
So I did not bother at
What's-
all with that.
What's Blade Runner? Never heard
What's,
of it.
what's this Blade Runner you speak of?
And no, but trust me, we're not for this. I guaranteed anybody in the panel. I'm not I'm going to guess. Anything that actually happens like that, those people should be non-existent that would do that.
Yes.
So yeah, but
And the scene was well done in Andor, I think. It was well done, and again, he died.
to talk
Well,
to
yeah,
not be able to
exactly,
talk
right?
about things that aren't happening. No, and that this stuff happens and it needs to be stopped. Yes, but no.
And again, Andor is more of a grown-up show. That was
Yes.
always
Yeah.
that was always the point
Right.
in season 1. It was supposed to be more grown up. It's like I said, I would love more of this. More grown-up stuff, more maintained stories like this. And then we have things like Skeleton Crew that are more kid-friendly with a decent story that can entertain more of the kids and a younger audience. So you get the combination of both for both generations of fans and stuff like that, in my opinion.
Yep. Because I mean, here's the thing. Like we all know, I mean, this is a no-brainer. They're space Nazis. Duh. Of course
That's
they're
what they're
gonna
based
do,
on.
Of course, yes. Of course they're going to do bad things. It's not like they have any kind of moral compass whatsoever. For the love of God, they've blown up planets. They'll shoot anybody like, hey, willy-nilly, torture. Let's see. Why should this really be any different? Really?
Yep. And
You know,
also, again,
and I'm
stuff like
not
this have already
saying-
happened. It's already
and I'm
happened
not
in Expanded
yeah.
Universe too.
No,
So
exactly. But I'm not saying that, let's just pass it off. No, I mean, this type, again, got to be careful of the words we use on YouTube, especially that one. But, being anybody basically being violated that way, yes, they need a good 2-cent deposit in their cranium. Let's put it that way, and yes, it is a bad thing. Was the scene going maybe a little bit too far? No.
I haven't seen it.
No, I don't think
No,
so at
and
all.
and that's fine. And could they maybe have cut it? No.
I mean, I'm going to play devil's advocate quickly. I can see if somebody had this happen to them, it might set them off. Now, maybe they could have put a warning at the beginning because nowadays people are so
And they
sensitive.
probably did.
And if they did, cool, because it could set some people. Nowadays, people are so triggered by the slightest thing. And I'm not saying that they deservedly so, because nobody should ever have to suffer through that. 100%
No,
no.
that's true.
But
That's true.
but to say that you can't tell these stories, it happens in real life. That's what storytelling is. We tell about the good and the bad in our planet, and any planet, even if it's another world or universe, it's still things that happen. It's just it's what. So,
and like Bill Barkley says, plus it never shows gratuitous scenes. Even the woman hitting the guy wasn't shown. Right.
There you go.
So, exactly. There you go. Right. Now, obviously, we do not condemn, or no, am I using the right word? Condone. Thank you.
Don't condone it. No.
Yeah, we definitely don't condone it. Whatsoever.
We definitely condemn them, though.
No. Anybody touches any one of my daughters, I swear.
They all know.
Yeah.
If anyone touches my stepkids, well, yes.
But the other thing that they're going on about is that on top of that, she's also an undocumented, as are the other characters. So essentially, she's on this, her and the others, Yes, they're undocumented citizens, basically illegal aliens on that planet.
Have they ever read
it's-
Star Wars? Do they know anything about Star
goodness.
Wars at
People
all?
go
Like-
here and there everywhere, right?
Hey,
You
I can
know,
also say this:
it's-
in Star Wars too. Normally, with the Imperials,
Yeah.
with the evil people, Palpatine was a xenophobe, right? He didn't care
Yes.
a lot for aliens. He hated mostly aliens. Like they were racist against aliens.
Yeah.
They've always been like that. Even like back in the day of when we go to like KOTOR and SWTOR and those timelines. The Empire, basically, the evil people, the bad guys.
Yep.
They were not too fond of like, oh, you're an alien,
No,
goddamn,
right?
They were not big
Damn
fans
right,
of that.
Wendy.
So it's always been like this from the expanded universe too. So again, this is
Exactly.
nothing new.
No. And the thing is,
That's the biggest thing about this series is they have this manufactured controversy to prop
Right.
up the show, because if it wasn't for this, the show is boring and pointless. I tried the first episode of season 2, got 10 minutes of it before I checked out because it was like putting me to sleep. It's unnecessary because we know how it ends. We know the events lead up to Star Wars.
Yep.
With the Death Star being made and blowing up planets and stuff, and the
Oh, thanks, Pop.
Empire.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler. We know. Yeah,
But I also want to say
40,
this,
50
even
years
though we
on.
know, even though we know how it
hold on,
ends.
Jason. Hold on. Keep going, Pop.
Oh, sorry. I haven't hit the cough button there. No, it's pointless. Like Rogue One, it was entertaining, fun to watch, but we know how it ends. There's nothing new here in the Star Wars universe. We're getting stories about side characters leading up to events that we know the outcomes to. We're not getting anything new. We're not getting anything that expands the lore or anything like that.
And don't get me wrong, I loved Rogue One. I personally thought it was
Yeah,
it's one of the only ones that Disney has done good. I liked Rogue One.
And I also want to say this about it. Even though we know how it ends, it's like for me, I'm happy that we know how it ends, and I cared for Andor. I care about the character. I care about what's going on in the show. And what I like about Tawny Gilroy is that when a character they die, they stay dead, they are gone, and so I like that the character has an ending. And again, I was one of the people that didn't like Andor at all in the beginning, but after watching and learning about his story and everything before Rogue One, I'm grateful because I'm like, dude, I actually really love this character. He's such a good character, and I really care for what's going on before his death. So I'm really happy of what they're doing, and I'm happy that they have an ending because, again, death has a meaning for once. Because we don't get a lot of that in stuff anymore, that death
That's
have meanings.
because I didn't particularly care for the title character, the main character of Andor. I was more interested in Stellan Skarsgård character, like what is his background? Who
that was
is
rather
he?
interesting.
Is he or
Yes.
is he not a Jedi? How is his craft so modified like it is? What is his where does he get his resources? What is his background? So on and so on. He's a far more interesting character than this Andor character. The only thing propping up this character is, well, again, Diego Luna's controversial comments about who voted for whom. They can't,
Actors being actors these days.
they can't stray away from real world politics. They have to weave that into the narrative and these Star Wars shows because, again, we've touched on, who's undocumented, and did something happen to this poor undocumented person?
Right.
And who did you vote for? They can't leave that alone.
No, they
can't tell a good, entertaining story in the Star Wars universe, a self-contained, entertaining story.
Yep. So now it says, all the trades are running with the same story, as well as how the character being undocumented reflect on the modern times and even Donald Trump, of course, right? Yeah, because, like what Pop was saying.
Orange Man bad in space.
Exactly,
Oh, no.
right? So the characters also happen to work on a farm, and they're Mexican actors. They can't be Mexican in Star Wars, right? I love how
They're not Mexican.
That, right?
They are characters. And
I know.
I did not feel
But-
like this when I was watching it.
No, neither did I.
As a person who is more interested in these kind of storylines in the expanded
Yes.
universe, people forget that xenophobes and racism
Right.
is actually really high in
Yes.
the expanded universe Star Wars and always
Yeah,
been
yeah.
a big part of
So,
Star Wars. So I like
that-
that they added this in. I want this to be there because
That-
a lot of the stories I like from the Coulter and SWTOR, they have this.
Now, here's the thing. So because this is what I'm going to say, where I will start to disagree with the article being read here, right? So, make no mistake, it's all a coordinated effort. The trades all did interviews with creator Tony Gilroy and Adrina Arjonia to make sure they send the audience the message, right? So it's not all about a quality show that entertains, but set in a galaxy far, far away. It's about Trump being the bad guy and his followers, and it's the same BS, says the article, we've been getting from Star Wars and Hollywood for years. Now, here's the thing, though. Now, this is what I'm going to interject, okay? Now, you have an empire out there, and just going to put this very simply in layman's terms because everybody understands. You don't have to go into deep minutia. And you know what? This isn't necessarily about Trump bad, okay? This is an empire, okay? And you can't get off planet unless you have some sort of, pass. Right? Like a visa, like a passport. And the Empire like to keep tabs on everybody. It's Big Brother run amok, right? So, sure, technically they are illegal aliens on a planet. But the thing is, they've politicized it to make it look like, or they've at least tried to make it look like, this reflects on Trump. When all, like what Jason has said before, this has all been done in Star Wars before anyway, before any of this other kind of stuff, right? It's just what the Empire has already done anyway. And hey, Chaya Miller, how's it going? Nice to see ya. Haven't seen you in a while. Hey, I'm sorry, I've been so busy preparing for the Sabbath. Good for you. I wanted to say hello, and I'm missing my favorite show. Well, you're here, so it all is good.
Okay,
So-
can I say a few things,
but-
if you don't mind?
Well, okay.
Okay, now first off, the character I wanted to see, there's two characters. I don't mind Andor, but I didn't really care about his backstory. I wanted to see Donnie Yen's character more from Rogue One. I would have loved
Oh,
him
yeah.
I would have
I
loved
wanna-
that too. That would have been
Yeah.
great.
because his backstory is amazing. And I actually don't mind Jyn. If anybody remembers Jyn, the female protagonist,
yeah.
I liked
Yeah.
her character too. I really wanted more expanded on her as well. But mostly Donnie Yen's character, it's
And his best friend.
Yeah, yes, the
Yes,
story,
and his
how
best
they
friend.
met, and I can guarantee the stuff they get in. As for now, by the way, you use the word grape as in the color grape. It's purple. That's the best way to say it. But as for this, and you know me, I'm not a Trump fan, not at all. But people are just reaching now. I might not be a fan of him, but no, he's not a Yahtzee. Get over yourselves, people, and blah blah. And they're trying to equate all this stuff to shut up. You people are dumb. They're just people just want to reach now, and I'm not even a fan of his, but just whatever, go away.
Well, exactly. It's like you're trying to spin the Empire as, you know what? This is where you just got to separate it all. This is where you just got to separate it all. It's just, you can't make it look like Trump is the bad guy. He's just protecting borders, right? Like what any country should. That's it, right? And to get illegals out, it makes more room for people
Can
that actually
okay.
do want to work.
And
right?
let me expand on that if you don't mind. I'm going to
Yeah.
tell this story quickly. I have a friend. He was from Iran. He bought a store here. Great guy. He was foreign, but he was here legally. Legally, he wanted to expand the store. I got to work with him. What an amazing guy. And you know what he told me? He says, I can't stand illegals in Canada. He would never hire them because he says they'll bring in rapists, criminals, but people, they don't check them and they just have them in. Then they treat him legal. He was from Iran, was CEO of Ford, was a hard worker, amazing guy, but they made it hard for him to stay. He ended up leaving. I'm like, why? He was such a good guy. He wanted to better himself and better. I'm like, yes, no.
Yeah.
But if you're illegal, they treat you like gold, which I see personally. And I have friends that are foreign. I don't judge you on your color, where you're from, whatever. If you're looking to better yourself, good for you. And I don't even blame them. But it's the government. So that goes around. And Canada's really bad for that right now. I'm sorry.
It is.
That's why we need new leadership.
No, there's something to be said about the rule of law. I mean, going back to real world issues. I believe a quote by the great Ronald Reagan was, "A country without borders ceases to be a country."
Yeah, and I'm all for somebody getting an opportunity. I don't mind multiculturalism. I like multiculturalism. I'm for it, but here legally, and willing to better and assimilate. Like if I go to Iran, I don't expect to be able to bring whatever beliefs I have and dominate the country and blah, blah, blah. No, you got to be respectful.
Yeah,
that's it.
When in Rome. As
That's
the saying goes.
Yeah.
No, Lord Thaw says Canada actually has a terrible history since the dawn of our country for being terrible to immigrants. Yeah. Because what we did with the Chinese that were building the railroad, especially through the Rockies, pretty bad. And hey, I'm not saying that, we were all sunshine and lollipops and stuff like that.
No.
We all have a dark past in whatever country we live in. But
everyone has a dark past, no matter what country it is.
I don't care where you're from. I've had friends of Filipino, Iranian, and whatever. To me, if you're a good person, you're a good person. You're looking to better yourself. If you're here legally and you're willing to not push agendas onto other countries, no, I'm all for it. Please.
But the thing is about history is to not repeat the same mistakes.
Yes,
exactly. Do not repeat the same mistakes.
Right.
Exactly.
And also realize that at that specific time, views were much different than they are today.
Oh,
but
yes,
the whole
they
point
were.
is,
and this is storytelling. That's what this is.
Yes, right. So it's like, that's why I hate when they try to modernize, certain period pieces and stuff like that. Like, oh my God, just
they throw in too many modern.
Yeah, and Lord Thought, I'm a ginger. We've been
yes, you guys have. Damn straight.
Yes.
Ginger.
Even in the modern age.
Ginger power. You need more gingers. There's not enough in the.
Right.
I don't understand the ginger.
And Lady Thoth is Asian Spanish. She is so hot, says Lord Thoth.
So basically it's my girlfriend too. So.
And Canadian Spider-Man says Canada needs a Trump. There you go. Right.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not 100%. There's things about him I don't like either. I'm sorry. I'm honest. But I do like. I did vote a certain conservative. We need a conservative leader, which I'm hoping for. Oh. Please get in. Please get in.
You know what? I just kind of realized something. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to interrupt or anything like that. I just thought we got 43 people watching.
Yeah.
Like. On YouTube. Wow.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the channel.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
No, if you're coming in here, we usually don't talk politics. It just ties in with the story.
Don't. No,
we don't. No, it's not what the channel's about.
So that being said, because I don't. Yeah. Okay.
Back to the article.
As for the trade coverage, THR leads
with
somebody sneezed.
Yeah, no, that was my wife. She's beautifying her window in the shop.
Hi, wife. I won't say her name because I don't know, but hi. I haven't
What do
seen
you mean
her
you don't know? You know her.
I know her name, but I don't know if you tell the people her name. So.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. Yeah. Don't want to.
I'm waving.
Somebody.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, with the headline quote from Gilroy, "We're all products of rape," Gilroy says. It's
So I'm gonna say
no,
something about that.
No, we're not all products of
That's
that.
That's something I want to
the
say here.
dumbest
It's
thing.
ridiculous.
His
Well,
phrasing
hold
was
on.
not the best here.
No, it wasn't. So, he says, "I get one shot to tell everything I know, or can discover, or what I've learned about revolution, about battles, with as many incidents and as many colors as I can get in there." So I'm wondering if he means many colors as in, photographically speaking. Maybe. I hope he means that. So, without having the story tip over, says Gilroy. I mean, let's be honest, man. The history of civilization, there's a huge arterial component of it that's...
To a certain point, that's right.
rape. Yes!
To a certain point, that if you go back in the past and you research history, like you go far back to the Viking Age and all that other ages around there.
You do it with any civilization. You do
Yes.
it with the Mongols. You do it with the Vikings. You do it with the Greeks. You do it with the Babylonians and the Egyptians.
So I know
Like,
what he's talking about.
6,000 years.
Exactly,
know-
Pop. Right?
It's like, I know-
Humanity is humanity. We have our flaws. We have our good points, our bad points.
Exactly. Right?
And, so I'm gonna say I know what he's trying to say. I know what he's meaning. Like I know his point. What he's trying. The phrasing of it is not the best.
Yeah.
But I've seen him multiple times on intros and stuff like that, and he is really autistic on the way he acts and talks. Sometimes he really is. Sometimes, and he's a little bit of an awkward guy when he's interviewed and he's gonna talk. So I can understand him for, I have a little autism myself, so I know I can also be like stupid sometimes when I talk and don't think about. I don't always think about how I phrase things, and that's something.
What?
So really,
Well, imagine my shock.
Yeah, no, exactly, and my girlfriend
Walked
tells me
into
that all
that
the
one.
time. Yeah, but no, my girlfriend tells me that all the time too. Sometimes I have to be better with my phrasing because sometimes I can be such a fucking asshole. But so I know what he means. It's just the phrasing could have been better. That's it. That's it.
But he goes on to say, all of us who are here, we're all products of that insidious action that shall not be named on this particular YouTube platform. Because it's bad. So, but no, we're not all it just...
That's
it
a
just
dumb
makes-
say.
It is.
Very, no.
It is. I mean, hold on. Because he continues to say, I mean, armies and powers throughout history have committed that, right? And yes, that's true. So
again, I know what he
not to
means.
touch-
It's just the phrasing.
Yeah.
It's just the
No,
phrasing, but
I
I know
know
what he means.
So
This is
not
the
to
same-
touch on it in some way, it was just organic and it felt right. Well, I don't know about that, but but coming about as a power trip for this guy, I can see that. And I was really trying to make a path for Bix that would ultimately lead to clarity, but a difficult path to get back to clarity.
So I understand what
Right.
he means there. I highly understand him. It's just the phrasing, so I'm not going to give him shit on that because I know
Right.
I've seen so much of him and I know how he talks when he's on interviews. I think he's uncomfortable. I think he's not the biggest fan of being interviewed at times.
Right.
But again, he is a little autistic the way he acts, but it's just a phrasing, so I'm not going to give him shit and be like all over like, oh my God, he said this. I'm not going to be like that. Like, I get him. It's just a phrasing. Could have done better phrasing.
Okay, I can see
But
that.
Franco, you're our moron. So
But
don't-
I'm still gonna say this now. Disney needs to get better PR people. If people are uncomfortable talking,
Well,
don't let them. Just say no. Don't
Just
get
get a
fed.
dedicated PR person that can work the press.
Yeah, because
Yes.
they don't have any. I mean, look at everything they've done with Marvel, Disney. They need a better PR people. They gotta fire some of these.
Because without any kind of context, you could say his comments were on the same level as people who come out and say, "Oh, Star Trek has always been political."
Yeah, it's like, no, it hasn't.
And to that, you can say, "Yes, Star Trek has always been political, just not in the same way you mean it."
Exactly.
Exactly. So, you know what? Yeah. like what Lord Thoth said, earlier, it's kind of a non-story because we kind of know that the Empire has done bad things,
Exactly. And that's been talked about in the expanded universe too, and it's a lot of things that happen there too, so
it's like, why are we flipping out over this? We know they're bad people, so...
And it's nothing new.
It's nothing new. I think the only thing they have going is trying to tie real world current day politics to their show and tie the show into what they're trying to promote. Like, oh, look, Orange Man bad. Here, let us hit you over the head with this message. Orange Man is bad. Oh, by the way, did we tell you Orange Man is bad?
I only got one response to that.
All right, Hank. If this is the hill you want to die on, I'll fight your brat. Come on, Bobby boy. Let's rumble.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
It's as simple as that. Just fight back, which is what she did. So there you go. And he paid the price. So, there you go. Vader. # Vader did nothing wrong. Oh, Franco, you gotta go. No, man, you're gonna miss the cartoon at the end. Well, no, more likely you're not because you can catch it on the rewind. But before you go, see, now we're at the top of the hour. Hold on, Franco. We got a thought from the throne from Rancor Steve. So you want to catch that just in the nick of time. So that being said, let's have a thought from the throne from Rancor Steve.
I love that.
So it's been scientifically proven that no one gives a shit about Daredevil, Star Trek, Star Wars, or any comic book stuff in general. Because masculinity is on the rise. Unless you drive a Subaru, then you're just gay. That's all I think. Yeah, you're gay if you drive a Subaru.
I love that.
And if you want to go ahead and check out his channel on Tuesdays, he's got Manorama going on over at Rancor Steve. So if you want, go ahead, show him some love over at
I'm surprised he
Rancor
hasn't
Steve's
fallen
channel.
in yet. He's so small, he just, I'm surprised he hasn't fallen in.
I know, right?
Yeah,
He's so
yeah.
teeny. He's like fun pack size.
Love you, Steve.
Lord Thought, I'm glad I don't drive a sub. Oh my god.
Wait, I want a sub? Nuclear, that'd be fun.
It's been scientifically proven that Rancor Steve doesn't know how toilets work.
Yeah, you're supposed to flush after you poop, not during. What the heck? There's always going to be a little bit left over. Like, come on, Steve.
Oh my god, yeah, I know.
That's a good question. What happens is that the center has
oh my god. That's our Rancor Steve. So yeah, Pat Wannabe, hate to say it, most men I've met in my life are boring as hell unless they have a fun hobby. Well, that's true, right?
Yeah, you gotta have hobbies. Video games, that, biking. I used to like sports, but then overpaid people get annoying. So I still love hockey occasionally, but I like my stuff. We're geeks. That's what we are.
Exactly.
I'm a grown man who loves video games. What the hell? And I'm happy.
It's what one guy said to me yesterday that dropped by the shop here, and he does photography. And he's like, this is my hobby,
Yeah.
And this is what I like to do. I like to have fun doing this. And it's like, hey, you know, everybody, guys, gonna have a hobby because you know if you're working and stuff like that, and you know you're looking for a way to relax, you know, you end up going stir crazy if you don't have a hobby. So
my hobby is kind of my career now. I made it my career, and I love it. I'm happy doing what I do. Do I struggle? Yeah. And by the way, yes, Lord Thoth, go Habs go. Damn straight. Anyway,
that's right. So anyway, let's have a look here. Well, okay. So seeing how we're in the middle of the show here as it is right now, let's get on to the next article. And I believe it was Vince that very skillfully mentioned about putting Malcolm in the middle. Good. Yeah, right?
Exactly, right? Yeah.
Great production there, Vince. That's good producing. Yeah.
So, this about Malcolm in the Middle. Everybody remembers Malcolm in the Middle from Fox. And it was a...
Yes. I love that show back in the day.
I know, right? It was so hilarious. Man, oh man, oh man. And...
Breaking Bad is canon, okay?
Yes.
With the joke they did.
Right. Well...
It was all a dream. Breaking Bad was all a dream.
Yeah, right?
And then he wakes up again.
So we got this going on. Yeah. Non-binary character confirmed for Disney's Malcolm in the Middle revival. Oh my god. Like, here's the thing.
I didn't know you were going to be part of the show.
Yeah, I know, right? So, here's the thing. When Lois had the baby, was it ever revealed what the baby was? Was it just another boy? Did we ever find out?
Oh,
do you remember what I'm talking about?
God.
Yeah, right? Hey, Diesel, how's it going?
Hail, brother. Hail,
nice
man.
Nice to see you, dude. Oh, we got John Peterson falling in, too.
Hey,
and the pain continues.
God, that's a good question. It's been so long since I've seen the show,
know,
man.
Right?
It's years. Damn.
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
Me neither. It's been too long, dude.
This is what I'm wondering. Is this the angle that they're going to go with? Makes me kind of wonder. So, Pat Wannabe, yeah, I'm sorry, but they'll never find a cast that had this chemistry. That is 100% true. It was so good on so many levels.
Oh, yes, it was.
It was awesome.
Humor was top. Everything was top. There was fun.
It was Fox.
I know. I remember back in the day.
Right?
Every time I came at home after school, you know, that was one of the shows that always came on TV. And my dad had the food ready, and you know, we watched that together. So you know, it was just good memories with the original Malcolm in the Middle.
I mean, Frankie Muniz, race car driver. I think he's still racing cars.
Quick question, Jason. Now, when you guys watch it, is it in English or in
English?
Oh, really? So they don't translate it for you guys?
We're not like that normally in Norway. No, that's only animations and kid movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they don't do that with the normal TV shows and normal movies. No.
So here's the thing. So it's confirmed.
We're not like China, okay?
Yeah,
that's right. There you go, right?
Or Mexico.
Yeah.
So it's confirmed that Disney's upcoming revival of Malcolm in the Middle will indeed feature a non-binary character.
I'm out.
I know. Me too.
Nope,
a rumor hit the net back in February that the youngest child of the Wilkerson family would be non-binary, right? So what was the kid's name? Jamie, I believe it was. I forget because it was like a neutral name. It's really weird.
Something like that.
Yeah. Which was followed up by the trades in March. So the youngest sibling of Frankie Muniz's Malcolm is Kelly, new to the show, hinted at in the final episode, and is being played by a non-binary actress. So Vaughn Murray, who uses the pronouns they, them on her Instagram page.
So
and who first thought... Yeah, and who first thought she might be a trans man before hearing about being non-binary. So let's, oh God, so like really, they just got to do this, don't they? So here is.
But are they gonna insert that in the show? Is that confirmed, or is it only confirmed that the actor is non-binary? That's my question.
Here's the thing from Instagram, okay? And it reads, deadline. Malcolm in the Middle revival sets Malcolm's siblings and daughter at Christopher Masterson's and Justin Brill's return, and Dewey is recast. So they recast Dewey. You can't recast Dewey. Like, come on, right? So here's the casting notice. I have been sitting on this news for over a month. I am so happy to be able to share it with you today. I'll be seeing you in the Malcolm in the Middle revival special on Disney+. I'll be joining the original cast and new faces as Kelly, Hal, and Lois' little series finale surprise 19 years later. Kelly, non-binary, is described as self-sufficient, gets good grades, and is already wiser than most of the family. Shooting begins this April.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Bias, maybe?
No.
I've never seen one episode of the show, and already it's like zero interest to me.
Yep. Yes, Bill, I do. Because I posted about it, and the full thing is on my Rumble channel, while I had to cut some of it off the YouTube channel. Go figure. And Diesel, yeah, how arrogant is it for a singular person to refer to themselves as plural? They, them, BS. Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, and precisely, Vince, yeah, how is she an actress then? Right? So...
And
so,
I'm looking
actress,
up why they have to recast
non-binary.
him. Yeah, no,
Right.
so I'm looking on why, and one of the reasons he doesn't act anymore like that, and he's studying and actually doing other stuff in real life. So he did not want to come back because of that, because he's too busy with his own personal life. So then it's understandable why they had to do it, even though it's shit and sad that they have to. But if the actor doesn't want to do it because he's busy or has something else going on in his life, it is understandable. That part I'm not mad about. It's understandable because of that.
No, exactly, right? So, responding to the March announcement by Deadline, Vaughn confirmed her character Kelly is non-binary in Disney's Malcolm in the Middle revival, and we also see she sounds better than the entire family. Of course, because of course she has to. Because, you know, doesn't matter if you're one of these liberal women, or if you happen to be, you know, gay or transsexual or any part of the alphabet mafia, or if you happen to be trans on top of that, well, then you're already smarter than most of humanity, and that's just the way it is. That's the way you have to like it. Because reasons. You know? John Peterson, yeah, good for him. At least it's that is at least understandable. But why? But is the new person worthy? Well, that's true.
Oh, we don't know. We have not seen him act as the character. But if it does the character well, yes, you know, that's good. But again, I think the main issue for most people, you know, it's not the characters themselves. It's more of this character here, you know, who's non-binary.
Spidey, I agree.
Let me just have some juice.
Well, one sec. Yeah, Spidey, first of all, I do agree with this. Let the old shows die and lay where they are in the great halls of our memory.
Yes.
And it's just like what Franco was also saying. Guess this will go down as the Connors without Roseanne.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. The sequel we only need is Breaking Bad, because that's a sequel.
Yeah. Now, Tom, you were going to say.
Yeah, no, to the comment of not everybody. Do you know the majority of people in the alphabet group are against most of this BS? It really are. I mean, and that's why it's like most of us don't believe in non-binary. That's a made-up term. It's not real. It's for their own mental health. I mean, you're either that or this. You can't be, oh, I'm both. I'm this one day, I'm that. No, that's not the way your brain works. You have mental health issues. So it's a made-up term. It's not real. Please just stop. Like, and that's why I like, if anybody ever heard of Buck Angel, Blair White, and Jace, you had the one from Norway too.
Exactly.
People in the trans community that are against most of this stuff. It's like, like, no, it's just bad mental health. And it's just,
It is. It's ridiculous.
It's being forced down people's throats. Just stop it.
Pop, you were going to say.
Oh, it was just, I'm guessing the show is what, from the 80s, 90s?
Actually, 2000, actually.
2000?
2000.
Okay.
Was it really?
Yeah, 2000.
Okay.
Yeah, 2000.
Wow.
Okay. I had no idea. Like I said, I've never seen an episode of it. It just made me think of going back 20, 30, even 40 years for new things for IP mining. It's like, oh, we need a show. And let's find something that we can mine and reboot, rehash, and reimagine and whatever. Just put out there, as opposed to putting out that
original
time and energy spent on something original.
Yeah. It's just let things be. Like what Canadian Spider-Man said. Just let it fade into our memory. Look up clips on YouTube. Go get the box set of whatever, and replay the occasional episode here and there. Canadian Spider-Man says, Tom is right, comic. I, for one, would hate to have a trans person shoved down my throat.
I see what you did there, Spidey. Well,
I see what you've done.
But I mean, would I want to see would I want to see a remake of MASH? No, MASH is one of my all-time favorite sitcoms ever. That would be
Magnum PI. There's only one Magnum PI.
Oh, I seen the remake of that. Oh, that was bad. That was so bad.
And our Madman number 4, who's been a member for 3 months, says, "Can you change your voice for a member chat?" Oh, that's a good idea. I wonder if I can do that. The logo you made me appeared in a self-promo video I edited for Stark of Iron's stream, Never Give Up. Oh, really? Could I change my... Could I change my voice for a member chat? I wonder. I'm just wondering how I would do that, our Madman number 4. Madman number 4? How would I do that for a member chat? Because I gotta think about that. For 3 months, should I do like maybe 3 minutes? I mean, I suppose that sounds fair. I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think? 3 months, 3 minutes? Yeah, okay, whatever.
Just do it. Just do it. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It'll be fun. And for being a member for
don't
3
kill your
months.
voice.
As a show of gratitude for your service in the past, here's a sandwich.
But
Thanks for coming, everybody! Good night!
No! Wait!
What? You got your sandwich?
My tallest, an opportunity to prove I truly can be an invader, is all that I ask. Gimme.
I swear, every time you play that, I gotta go pull up my box set. I love Invader Zim. Invader Zim is one of my...
right? Yeah.
I love Invader Zim. I want to watch it, yeah.
Okay, our Madman number 4, you know what? Okay. For being a member for 3 months, for 3 minutes, I will try to do some sort of voice. How about that? Because you know what? Memberships, okay. Because here's the thing, okay? You guys are paying for a membership, and yes, I do try to put member videos up and stuff like that, especially on a Sunday, so where you guys can, hopefully learn a little bit of things here and there. And you know what? And that does cost money too. So you know what? That is completely fair. That is completely fair. You paid, and yeah, exactly, Vince. Yeah, you already paid. So
yeah,
you know
exactly.
what?
Yeah.
See what I mean? He cares
That's
about
fair.
his fans, everybody. I've said this before. He cares about you guys. He genuinely does. So
Yeah.
straight up.
What do you mean I generally do? No, I'm kidding. So
Some
yay,
people
I'll
don't.
take
They
it.
use their
Okay.
fans and they pretend to be liking their fans. You actually care about the people here. So
Well,
I know
that
you
or-
long enough to know you're real. You're not BS. So
That or I fake it really well. No, I'm kidding. No, that's a joke. Duh. Obviously. Okay, 3 minutes. Let's see here. So, let's see here. Try to come up with a voice and try to talk about what's going on in Malcolm in the Middle. And now we got a picture what this fine, young, non-binary, whatever the heck you want to call this guy is. And we got right here, this is what the person looks like, and it's going to be a... It's as non-binary as you get. So, is it a man? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? We don't know. The mystery is like Gachapon until you fondle them in the jumbly wumblies.
Is she?
And get a reaction.
I don't know. Now I feel like Spidey does a Manorama. I'm now confused. Now I feel like he's Spidey because she's attractive. But is that a boy? I don't know now. I can't see an Adam's apple. What's going on?
Careful, boy. You don't know what it is. So you don't want to say the wrong thing.
I know.
Otherwise, you have...
I know, Spidey,
certain
I know.
kind of alphabet mafia out of you. Why aren't you being so inclusive, boy?
That's so confusing.
Oh, man.
It's not easy.
1950s announcer voice.
That's a girl.
Exactly.
She's very beautiful, very attractive. I like her eyes. Nice, just a very attractive young woman. But is it a woman? I don't know. I'm confused. Oh, my brain hurts.
Canadian Spider-Man. Right? See that, Vince Womack? It's not easy. So, Bill Buckley says, or is it Ellen Page?
Okay, now I feel it. I'll be right back. I have to do this.
I friggin' hope it's a girl. So...
I'm going to leave this be.
And I don't blame you, good sir.
That's the only safe way here. Just leave it alone.
Back
Just
away
walk
slowly.
Away.
That's right.
Just walk away.
Just walk away. Yeah.
No comment.
Oh my God, that's right.
This
Nothing
too
to
much
see
strangeness
here.
for me.
Oh my God. And looks like Diesel's having some good fun with this. It's 2025. I can't trust anything.
I know it. I know it.
I know, right? Oh my God. Oh, jeez, so bad on so many levels. It's so. As per above, the Malcolm in the Middle revival is now in production, as Frankie Muniz posted on social media on Tuesday a reunion image of himself with Bryan Cranston, who returns as Hal, and Jane returns as Lois, because I'm not going to pronounce that name. It's too hard for me. So, but, do we get picture, Twitter pictures? Let's see. And there we go. 3 minutes. Boom. Not too bad. Shut up. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. So what it's about. Okay, what is it about? Well, I suppose if you are still inclined to want to watch this, yeah, this is what it's about. So the revival consists of 4 episodes, and per the log line, Malcolm and his daughter are drawn into the family's chaos, where Hal and Lois demand his presence for their 40th wedding anniversary party. It's like, okay, fine. So, Christopher Matterson is also back as Francis. Oh, okay, so they got him back too. That's cool. And Justin Burfield will return as Reese. So cool. And Eric Persilvan, yeah, Dewey, won't be returning, but instead, you got somebody else that will take over the role. So, as Sullivan said, to be retired from acting. And you know what? Yeah, like what I believe it was Tom that said it earlier. Fair enough. He wants to go and study and make something of his life. Hey, all the power to him, not a problem, right? So, let's see. Anthony Timpano is also playing Malcolm's youngest brother, Jamie, who was introduced in the 4th season. Okay. So, brother, there we go. So we know it's a boy.
We knew it was a boy.
Well, I didn't know it was a boy.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I don't remember. Anyway. And yes, and that's the wife chiming in. So, okay, well, yeah. So now we know, right?
She can take over the stream.
Yeah, she can take over the stream. So Kiana Madeira, okay, is playing Tristan, Malcolm's girlfriend, and Keely Carson is playing Malcolm's daughter, Leia, said to have the same sarcastic humor, same impulsiveness, and the same frighteningly high intelligence as her father, Malcolm. But she's far more sensitive and emotional. Okay, fine. So there's no release date announced. 4 episodes will be on Disney Plus. I guess all 151 episodes are on Disney Plus, in case you want to go ahead and subscribe. And at this point, why even bother? She's married to Bradley Whitford. Really? I had no idea. Well, interesting enough for me. Yeah, not too shabby. So I don't know. I mean, if in pure Disney fashion, if they're going to be doing this kind of bull crap again, which is not surprising, do I really want to watch it? Ooh, yay! You got a character that's non-binary. Why? Why even bother? It's like it. How should I put it? It's like it kind of taints the rest of the series that comes before, right? Kind of like knowing this kind of stuff or what's going to happen to it, So maybe more than likely, I just won't bother watching it and just, like Canadian Spider-Man said, just, leave it in the past, watch the past. That way it's not going to ruin it for you, So. And John Peterson says, Girl Meets World didn't work either. No, it didn't. That's right. And I'm glad that you brought that up. That didn't work either. Boy Meets World back in the, late 80s, early 90s? That worked. That was fine. But then Disney tried to switch it up. And it just didn't work that well. It's, kind of sad in a way. Diesel says, I never watched Malcolm in the Middle much. I think I saw a few episodes. Dude, it's a funny romp to go through. Those episodes are funny, man. It's like no, I don't want to compare it to that.
Yeah, no, I get you. And I want to say one thing. What the hell, Tom, are you doing?
Hey, Mike,
what is up with this?
I owed a certain guy this. You know why I'm doing this, Mike, remember?
No.
And Manorama, the episode, somebody was forced to wear their helmet because it was so confusing.
Oh, right.
This is how I feel. I now feel him on that. I was so confused. So I did this.
So confused.
Are you
looking
practicing
at
safe streaming or something? Or
yeah, exactly right.
Was it a girl? Was it a guy? I mean, she looks attractive, but now I don't know. So there, I get it.
There you go, Spidey.
Keep your head from exploding.
You're not the only one. Yeah, exactly. Keep the contents nice and safe inside. So
otherwise, it's reach for that roll of duct tape and start wrapping your head because it'll go poof.
I know,
It is the same thing, as I said with How I Met Your Mother. It's only one series, and that's How I Met Your Mother. The How I Met Your Father does not exist.
Yeah. Pat Wannabe says, okay, the parents will be the shining point of the show as the grandparents. They could be better than Kitty and Red from that 70s show. Yeah, they are in some points, And Malcolm is very much like the Wonder Years, just way funnier and a ton of anxiety. Yeah, it's true.
I love the Wonder Years, though. I did love the Wonder Years. Wonder Years was good. I always liked it.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
See, and Pat Wannabe, I just want to bring that up. Yes, that's true, Diesel. Yeah, Bryan Cranston is a woke douchebag. Yeah, he is. Pat Wannabe, with that 70s show, we've tried watching that 90s. No, that 70s show is hilarious.
Yeah, okay? I watched it all. I have watched all of the 90s show. I watched all the seasons, everything.
Yeah, that 90s show it's like it's like copying that 70s show pretty much to a T.
Because
right?
it had potential. It had
Yes.
potential. I saw
And-
what they were trying to do with it.
Yes.
But failed
And then-
miserably.
Yeah, and it fails miserably because now you gotta bring in, like the token Asian gay kid constantly yakking on about, his gayness all the time, and having to
It's like,
insert
I
it
would
in
not
almost
mind it.
every
I don't care if the
situation.
ki-
It's like,
Exactly.
shut up.
It's
Most
like, I don't-
people aren't like
Like-
that
like-
within the community.
Yeah, exactly. So I was
No!
gonna say, I don't care that the character was gay, but it's the way they made him, stereotypical
right?
gay. And I'm
It
like,
is-
no, it's like they're good young actors. Like they're good young actors. I can see they have a good future. They only need it. Just need to fix this fucking script that you're doing with this whole show. I
Exactly.
watched it all, so I have been really critical about it. It's like, yeah, are there a couple episodes that I'm like, yeah, this is not too horrible, but most of it was a failed
is.
attempt. It really was.
It is 100%. Because like I do want to, how should I put it, sort of kind of enjoy that show, right? This 90s show.
Yeah.
But whenever I start to watch it, or whenever my wife and I are like sitting down and kind of going through Netflix, and it's like, oh hey, yeah, why don't we just try to get through the rest of those episodes, and then we turn it on, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right, and then kind of turn it back off.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because of this stupid bull crap. It's like,
Yeah,
God,
it really
can't you just
was.
leave it out? And
It's
Tim,
like I
how's
said.
it going, man? Hell and piss and shit.
Piss and shit.
Well, aren't
But-
you in a happy mood today?
So again, it's like even though it has certain episodes that are decent, it doesn't
Yeah.
mean the show is good. It's like every bad shit can have some decent stuff in it. But it was mostly, Red and all that. It was mostly they who were the best thing in the show.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
totally, 100%. Pat Wannabe says, yeah, I watched the first season of the new show. Haven't gotten back to it yet. Foreman's daughter is weirder than he was. Yeah, that's true. That's true. She's like very awkward-ish. It's like really odd. John Peterson, yeah, like all activist communities, it's the characteristics that are chosen as representatives because the activists behind them don't know how real people in these groups actually behave. Precisely. So it illustrates where the real bigotry and prejudice exists. Right? Right?
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Stereotypical
know.
gay. Kind of annoying.
Exactly. God.
But a good example. Let me bring up this name. I'm sorry, I'm going to bring up this name. Anybody heard of Dylan Mulvaney?
I wish
Who?
I didn't.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
I know who he is.
He plays the stereotypical woman. Like, oh my God, most women I know aren't actually like that. They're just average, talk normal. They're not swishy swashy.
He is just a Barbie doll. That's what he tries to
just-
Yeah.
be.
It's
Yeah.
like, no, that's not most women. Most women
All-
are just like, no.
No, all he wants is
Let's
just
talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Oh God, what the hell?
What
the
the
hell?
AI stuff is getting better and better because I've seen so many of them.
Yeah, at least that movie had a purpose. It has its
See, you know
purpose.
what? I do this for Pop's sake, just to make sure he's still here with us.
No, I'm still here. I'm
Okay, yeah, no
bewildered
problem.
and confused, but
He's here. He's awake.
Oh man, Bud Light.
Now you got me curious again. No, still
I know.
1.6. Still 1.6. Okay.
Oh,
Has
there
it
we go.
lowered.
Okay. Well then, so now that we got Malcolm in the middle out of the way, we got the middle part out of the way. Now we get to the good part because hey, it's Friday, and now we get to the good
Yay.
part. Yes, and I can just see, in my mind's eye, Tom bouncing up and down in his seat. So yeah, because we've talked about this
Depends on
over
what
and
the
over
good
and over
part-
again.
Oh, okay.
I know, right? And now it comes to Voltron, which wraps filming. So Voltron is all wrapped up. It's in the can, and now it's got to be edited. And yeah, so Voltron wraps filming, teases cosmic theme, and Emperor Zarkon. Ooh. There we
now,
go.
Are these
See?
real production shots, or are they some kind of fan made?
It looks AI. It looks like
it looks AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that totally does look AI. But shall we continue?
Yes.
Yes,
Please,
yes.
please.
My
Okay.
curiosity is piqued now.
So, because, yeah, we mentioned a few times, like on this channel, that first of all, it's been filmed in Australia. The director, says, he's a big fan of Voltron ever since he was a kid. And, yeah, totally, Vince. Yeah, he looks like a purple John Cena.
Well, no, I can see him. So
yeah, I know, right? And yes, and Voltron's V Legacy was kind of Voltron. That's true, totally true. And we've seen little shots here and there of of the castle and the schedule of what's shooting here and there and stuff like that. So we know that Henry Cavill is involved and a few others, and that the original Voltron force is involved. And what else do we also know? That a little bit of caution is to be had, because they want to appeal to a I don't know if it's either modern audiences or just younger audiences. I'm trying to remember now. So, and we do know that a younger crowd are going to save the older Voltron force. So, it's a whole mixed bag of stuff. So for now, it's finished filming. And so what is happening here? So, the live-action Voltron movie has apparently wrapped filming in Australia. Now, that being in Australia, maybe I should say it in an Australian kind of accent, and that'd be maybe more fun. But in order to do that, somebody would have to actually give maybe a $5 super chat in order for me to do that and have fun with it. So, and with that, it comes to our first tease at the film's cosmic theme, which is something that is a big part of the original animated cartoon. So the identity of the actor possibly playing Emperor Zarkon may also have become known. So that being said, let's bring up that is on the Instagrams here of who quite possibly is playing Zarkon. So Surf Fart by Tyler? Okay. Some of these people come up with the most interesting names. Says, yeah, well, that was fun. That was a fun night. The Voltron rap party and also the last day of work. It's time to focus on my art and life for a while until it all happens again. Okay? So possibly think of that. Maybe this is the dude that's playing Zarkon, I guess. So kind of interesting. I mean, it looks like a big guy.
Again, all speculation, but yeah.
Yeah, all speculation. I mean,
Yeah.
he's wearing all what is it? Red, purple,
Yeah.
color themed, color coded,
Color coordinated.
yeah.
Ooh. So
I mean, just going by the previous picture we were looking at from the article, it's like, no.
the trick is to look directly at him, and there you can see him. Yes. That's right. Out of the corner of my eye. And we know Cavill is the blue line, hence his colors there. Well, yeah, but that could be AI as well, Bill. So don't exactly know that for sure. Canadian Spider-Man says that 70s show was superior to that 90s show for the same reasons why in real life the 70s were better than the 90s. Nobody cared about your sex or gender. Everybody was high. in the 70s, yeah, and partially the 90s.
Well, yeah, I'd say the 90s was the same. It was until the 2000s when that really came into a thing. Because I love the 90s too, Nirvana stuff. I mean, I traveled Canada, so the 90s to me was the same as the 70s. But it was once it hit the 2000s, that's when things went downhill.
That's not Jack Black. God, I hope not either.
I hope not.
God.
No, Jack Black is a little bit fatter and a lot shorter. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God it's not Jack Black.
I don't hate Jack, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. Neither do I. I don't hate Jack Black, but I just can't stand him.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of him. He's in everything.
Yeah.
Sort of like Pedro Pascal. Just stop them for a while.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
John Peterson, the outfit there for Cavill looks like he might be squashing some bugs in the name of Earth defense. Yes, it kind of does look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, God, those shoes don't go with those pants. So, that's just me. That's arriving properly. God. So
He's
anyway,
not matching.
I know, right? Yes, please. Anyway, so Rap Party teases cosmic setting. So a crew member shared a photo from the official Rap Party about 11 days ago on Instagram, which you guys just saw right now, which features a Voltron-themed backdrop with planets, galaxies, and asteroids, hinting at the film's cosmic and intergalactic setting.
I should hope so.
Cool. Well, yeah, right? Because everything... Yeah, it kind of happens in space, on planet, right? It's kind of what I remember when
things happen in space. No, get out of town.
What?
Crazy talk.
Yeah, I don't believe you, Pop. You arbiter of fake news. You and your fake facts.
Yeah.
Don't spread rumors on my channel. Voltron fights in space. You liar, pants on fire. Oh,
yeah.
Lions in space.
Yeah, everybody knows lions can't live in space.
Come on.
Hey, does anybody remember?
There.
Does anybody remember pigs in space? Anybody?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
That.
Yeah.
I love that.
Remember that.
Good. I'm not the only one that's older here.
Man. So in the animated show, the Voltron Force is in charge of protecting the planet Eris, ruled by Princess Allura. Wow, I almost said Prince Allura. Princess Allura. Yeah, I know, right? Oh boy, that would have been a big fudge up. So, from the evil King Zarkon. And of course, hey, Prince Lotor, kind of had a thing for her, wanted to
You never
kidnap her
know.
a couple times. Yeah,
If
right?
If they modernize it, it might become Prince.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you got a point there. Yeah, exactly. Hey, guys, I hate to tell you, but I'm now a prince. Oh, man.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, yes, please, enlighten me. So, yes. Oh, my God. Yeah, Prince Allura Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord.
Yuck.
That's what we call foreshadowing. Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Stop it.
yeah, I know,
Stop
right?
it.
I know. So the movie's directed by Ross and Marshall Thurber. Now looks like it has moved into post-production. So, kind of great there. That's the one thing. I'm really hoping that the effects in this movie, especially when it comes to the aliens or even the Robies, I hope this looks so kick-ass.
Well, I'm worried about the mech. I mean, I want to see how Voltron looks. That's the big thing. How does Voltron look? How does the sword develop? Do you hear the clang, the cling, and then the sword comes out, and just how is that going to happen?
That's what. Yeah, I know, right? It's got to be. I know we want to say I want it just like the cartoon.
Yeah,
because that's how we remember it, right? Yeah, like
it's going to be hard though.
The clang together and the
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so ingrained in your brain because it was like a big part of your childhood.
Hell yeah.
Right? And you just remember these really cool sound effects. And you never forget it. And God, I hope it's just something similar. It's got to be very close to very similar.
Now, I've seen clips. Some people are saying in the room, and even public, I've seen the Netflix show. I didn't hate it. I actually I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. It was pretty decent. It was
I didn't mind it.
surprisingly good for being Netflix.
Yeah. Wasn't too shabby. Bill Barkley. Yeah, we don't want that awful Power Rangers movie Zord combiner sequence and Power Zord alike. No, we don't. Right? I don't want a Power Rangers ripoff because this was before Power Rangers, obviously.
Yeah.
And I don't want it looking like these stupid blocky kind of like I'm not dumping on Power Rangers. I personally myself don't get the whole Power Rangers phenom, as it were.
I do.
No,
Look at my
you know.
picture.
but I mean, you know,
But I'm a Super Sentai guy. I'm more of a Super Sentai guy. The original stuff from Japan. So
no, and I can get that for some people. You know that you know it is a Japanese show, and you know.
But the Super Sentai is a lot better, and it has basically everything that we want as comic book fans too. Like it has the darkness, it has the humor, it has the romance, and it has death that actually means something, and stuff like that. Power Rangers is like just a PG version of it.
Oh my God. I'm just looking at the private chat. This is so funny. Anyway. Yeah, so I can understand it from you know, for fans like that, but I don't want it like that, right? I want it...
Yeah, no, exactly. Just let Power Rangers and Super Sentai be their thing, and let this be that thing, you know? Don't do the same shtick.
Right. Padawannabe says, I thought they were going to do something with Pidge's character to modernize him.
Yeah.
And I really hope they don't. I really honestly hope they don't.
Yeah,
you know? So, Vince says, yeah, in times, Jason, sometimes the Sentai is just meh. Sometimes PR was meh.
Yeah, it really depends. It really depends what season, what show, and depends on what you like, you know? It's all about what you like in Super Sentai, because you got everything, so, you know, it really depends up for the people, what they like and not.
But yeah, again, I just hope that the effects, like, you know, like, say, you know, Emperor Zarkon and all the other characters and whatnot, and the Robies, and, yeah, and of course, Voltron, I just hope they look good. You know?
They gotta look good. They gotta sound good, and I want a post-credit scene where the mechanical one comes in as well.
Yes, the vehicle Voltron.
Yes, I'd love to have a post-credit scene, and then maybe they'll team up and I have a feeling it'll probably be a trios film. If it does good, they'll make 3. That's usually the way it goes. I find nowadays.
Yeah, apparently there was a third Voltron, but
Well, no, I mean like 3 films.
You
like
know?
Usually, most films go in
yeah,
trilogies. You know, I mean, I've heard there is a third one. I don't ever seen it, but I want at least the hint of the other Voltron at one point, because they have teamed up in the cartoons. People forget that they have.
Yes,
and it was a good episode. So I've enjoyed it. So even though I prefer the Lion, I actually have it put away in a box somewhere. The original plastic Lion one, all of them. But that was my favorite. But still, it'd be cool to see. So.
Huh. Bill Barkley says, mind you, if you've seen the combiner sequence of that live-action TV series of Voltes V Legacy, if it looks kind of like that, that would be cool. Yes, because I've seen a few of those videos actually floating around on YouTube, and they look wonderful. They look so good. So cast reveals Galran Emperor. Okay, so while the cast has been announced, because, you know, we've gone over that time and time again, their roles remain under wraps. You know, and I think on this channel and everybody here in this chat can kind of figure out who's who. You know, it's like really a no-brainer in a way. So it's thought the younger actors will be piloting the lines, while the veterans take on a supporting or leadership roles. And I think there was something that we talked about where they were captured, and it's up to the younger pilots to save them or something like that. If I'm not
I wouldn't mind
mistaken.
that. If it's a passing of the torch, and then it'll lead to future ones with the new ones. I'll wait and see how it is, but I won't hate
They've
that.
already done that with Thunderbirds back
Yeah.
in 2004. It's like we can't have anything live action with, say, middle-aged superheroes. It's got to be the younger audience. It's like,
Yeah.
I'd like to see
Yeah.
something with a middle-aged superhero. Like, you can't destroy the Earth. That's where I keep all my stuff.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I got
My
my old balloon
collection's
blaster
damn
there.
you.
Come on,
Come on,
dude.
man.
You know, yeah,
Old
right?
balloon blaster. Come on.
I
know
almost
what-
have the mortgage paid off.
Yes, the mortgage.
You know where I actually now remember that? It just kind of
Wipes
dawned on
on
me. It's
Earth.
like, yeah, no, The Tick. The animated
Yes.
series of The Tick, yeah,
Oh,
right?
yes, yeah.
Yeah, where it was like this Galactus figure, and it's like, you know, like, what was it? The Tick was hurled out into space, and he comes encounter with this Galactus kind of character. He's like, you can't eat the Earth, it's where all my stuff is. You know, it's like, it was like so good. Man, I love The Tick. That was such a funny show. Jeez.
It was.
Oh, yeah, it was so awesome. Pat Wannabe, side note on movies, won't it be funny to see the re-release of Revenge of the Sith outperform so many other films? I would love to see that happen, seeing how that's out now.
Yep. I would love
want
that
it to
too.
happen. Oh, yeah. Do it. Do it now. Okay, so the cast includes, just in case you might have forgotten, includes Henry Cavill, spotted in Australia with his family. So, you know, hey, good for him. Rita Ora, who may be playing Hagar, the witch. Sterling K. Brown. Alba Batista, recently seen on set with husband Chris Evans. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was hanging around there. I forgot about that. Daniel Quinn, Toy Samson, Ko, John Kim, Tharanya Tharan, Laura Gordon, and Tim Griffin. Okay. So IMDb also confirms actors playing Galrans. The Italian actor Roberto Zenca listed as Galarian Emperor. So, okay, King Zarkon, right? So in the mythos, the Galran Emperor is Emperor Zarkon, the ruthless ruler of the Galran Empire and the main antagonist in the original Voltron series. So, Matthew Scully is also listed as playing a Galran officer. So, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if it's Prince Lotor. That wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. So, dare I bring up the Instagram shot, or do
I don't know.
bother?
Dare you?
Dare I live the dream? Okay, well, maybe I will. All right, hold on. How many do I got to go
Live
through?
the dream.
Live
Be
the dream.
fearless.
Exactly.
Seize the day. And any other kind of motivational quote you want to insert here.
I might have to find him and bring that Voltron out and display it again.
Okay.
Such a cool
All right. So here's this Roberto Zenca dude here, and I know this is part of the film, probably is. But it looks a little beat up. I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe he might be Prince Lotor. I'm thinking. So.
I could see that, yeah.
I could probably see that. Yeah, because Prince Lotor, obviously, he had like an athletic build, you know, kind of a thin face, and you know, and around the jaw, it sort of kind of fits like in the cartoon, right? So, not too shabby. The other guy, however, is, let's see, Matt Scully. Working with these absolute best gems of humans. The rest of the cast and crew was such a pleasure. Thanks for making the week in the middle of Australia amazing. Let's see, this guy. I don't know, I kind of picture him more of a, I don't know, kind of a hunk kind of character. But then again, maybe
It looks like Tom on a good day.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, please.
Oh, man. Reminds me of Buddy, what's his name from Vikings? The one that always
Ragnar?
gets killed off. Yeah, Ragnar.
Oh, Ragnar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Travis
yeah.
Femel or whatever.
I'm a fan of his as an actor too. He was on a few other shows up like.
Yeah, he's a good actor, really good actor.
Oh, yeah,
he is a really good
They
actor.
do have similarities. It's the eyes. It's the eyes. They have really similar
Yeah.
eyes, like the
Yeah,
light
yeah.
blue eyes.
That one show that what was it? Ridley Scott. That whatever it was with wolves. Something with wolves.
I love that. Damn it! I hated that got canceled.
I
was
know,
so
right?
That made
That's
me so angry.
sci-fi
What
show.
was the reason? What was the
Racist.
reason they got canceled?
I don't even know.
I don't know. It just didn't get enough views, I guess.
Which one?
It was this
Raised
Ridley
by
Scott-
Wolves, I think.
Raised by Wolves, something like that.
That one was so strange.
Yeah, it was rather strange, but it's like, wow, way to leave it on that.
It's like with
Raised by Wolves.
It's like with cyborgs or something, and yeah.
It had some religious undertones to it. I didn't quite understand or care for. It's very strange.
Huh.
I hear jingling. it's Santa Claus is coming. What?
Yeah.
Santa Claus. Oh right. Oh, damn, it's the wrong time of the year.
Yeah, I hope that was someone's chair squeaking just that. Yeah, well, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. So
I was adjusting my headphones. I didn't think my headphones were that noisy.
yeah, maybe it's just my joints on account of getting older. So plot details are still being kept secret, but director Rawson Marshall Thurber previously teased that the movie is a reimagining. And I hate those words. A
Reimagining can always be big. There's normally always a big red flag.
I know, right? Is a reimagining of Voltron for the live action world, and it'll introduce a brand new generation of pilots, with Thurber hinting the flick will stay true to the core elements of the beloved 1980 series. So, to which he said, I loved, like I said before, right? He says he loves Voltron ever since I was a boy, and I wanted to make this movie since I was 8 years old. I really hope that's true. Thurber said, to finally bring Voltron to life is beyond thrilling. We've reimagined, God, I hate that word. We've reimagined Voltron for the live action world, but we're going to stay true to the heart and the spirit of Voltron and those iconic elements that you love, that I love. To which he also added, it's taken us 40 years to get here, but I promise you it'll be worth the wait. And I really, really hope. See, again, it's a toss-up because, like we've all said on here, reimagining, right? And I'm like, oh God. And then on the other hand, he does says he's a fan, but then again, we've heard that so many other times.
There's so many times we've heard like, oh, we are big fans of this, we're this and that, and suddenly
Exactly.
it's like, yeah, we see what you're doing. You don't even know the source material. Like, how fan are you, really?
Yeah, right.
I'll give it a chance. Just to the fact.
I will still give it a chance. But
because maybe he is a fan. But I also don't mind that they're passing the torch to a newer generation. You'll see the kind of the legends of people we know will go out with a bang, or they'll go out with respect, and then maybe there'll be a second and third movie with this.
It's
new
only
generation.
about hoping,
So,
Just let's
okay.
hope that it will be good. Like hoping and praying that it will be good.
Exactly.
My hopium is running thin.
Yeah, it's hard not to. It
Right.
really is.
Hopium levels going down.
Yeah. Hoping levels.
Maybe you can find some on the dark web. Maybe you can buy,
Damn
buy
it,
it.
Captain! I can't hope no more. Right.
Yeah, that's right. I cannot do it, Captain. I'm all out of hopium. You can't do it. Oh my God. No, that failed. Anyway, I don't care. It's my channel. I can do whatever.
There you go.
Yeah, so what else do we know? So if you have been on this channel far and long enough, like most of you have been, and that being said, also, like Frank Walker and Vince Womack occasionally say, yeah, spread the channel around. Get people coming.
Spread the love.
Exactly. So,
Like, share, and subscribe.
What Pop
And
said.
as we always say, sharing is caring.
That's right. We're not hateful bigots. We're equal
What?
opportunity haters.
Exactly. We hate you all equally.
Everything.
Hey, I've been called troll so many times, and I like that because I'm Norwegian, so of course I'm a troll.
That's right. We're not dull and lifeless like some other channels.
It makes me think of that documentary as it's like a documentary about troll. Has anybody ever seen it? It's actually, was it Out of Norway? It's a documentary about people that look for trolls. And at the end of the film, there's a massive mountain troll. It's actually really well done. It's like a mockumentary. It's so, I got it.
Yes, Troll Hunters.
yeah.
That was
English.
so freaking good.
Yeah.
Damn, I love that movie.
One of the best Norwegian movies.
Oh, so good.
We're fun and spontaneous like the rest of them, you know?
Yes.
Case in
We're
point,
hip.
like
What
like
the
that.
fuck?
Yeah,
What
you
in
know?
the world?
I know.
What the fuck?
And
Sorry.
we can be unexpected like that, and we can also be funny.
For today, I want to welcome you all, and I want to talk about violence against children. It is a big no-no.
You know?
That never grows old.
I know.
That's a good one.
We try to be innovative here as well, you know, on this channel. Trying new things like this.
So, come with me now into this pub and we'll talk to the inventor of this unique machine. This is your actual mobile 50cc bar stool, guaranteed to drive you to drink. And
I want one. Where can I buy one?
Yes.
I need one.
Here I am trying to work out the thing about steering. Like, how do you lean in one direction?
Yeah.
I know,
You
right?
can figure it
I would
out.
have-
Just don't be too drunk.
I would have bigger tires,
If
but
you had too much to drink and you
There you
start
go.
leaning in the wrong direction, you'll find
Oh,
yourself
shit, that's the wrong
upside
road, oh,
down in the
shit.
ditch.
Yep. Canadian Spider-Man, we need a 50cc bar stool. Yes, we do. We do, 100%. So, you know what? Yes. And again, like Vince Womack said, yeah, transform that like button and roll that unsubscribe and spread the channel around. And you know what? The more people we can get in here, just think of it. The more fun that you guys have in the chat, the more ideas we get on this show to do like stupid, ridiculous, absolutely mindless things on this
I
channel.
just want that share, man.
You know, and it just makes this channel more fun. You know,
May I address something quickly before we head out about we seem to have a lot of new viewers, if you don't mind.
Well, okay.
Okay. Listen, why you're here or not, we don't care. As long as you're here to have fun. And if other people don't like it, we still wish them the best. That's all I'm going to say. I have no hate for anybody. To me, everybody deserves to be. Even people that want to be a little negative, I wish them well. There's a reason they're feeling bad, and I feel sorry for them. And let's just all be happy, because we're all nerds in the end. We all love the same stuff. We're all nerding out for things, and that's what it's about. And that's my opinion.
All in this together.
Exactly.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's
And
all
if
about
you-
having fun.
That's right. And if you don't wanna, then you
As
know,
long as
it's
I'm
this.
living here, it is.
Then maybe you shouldn't be living here!
What movie is that?
Wow.
Why do I forget? What movie was that from again?
My ears.
Don't know.
My
Yeah,
ears.
I gotta find out now.
I have a question. If we have that share, can you drink and you will not be taken? The police cannot take you for drunk driving.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
you're sitting on a chair. It's not a car.
I'll have to
or
go to
anything, it's
Ireland
a-
and find out.
50cc, I think there's a law. You don't have to worry about 50cc. So
If it only has an
Yeah,
autopilot
no,
that
it's
takes
a-
you home afterwards. There you go. See,
Yeah, that would be great.
Bill.
Yeah, stick a
Just
Google
combines
Map.
it to a bigger one. Yeah, right?
Attach Google Map to it and have it preset to drive itself. It'll be driving itself.
Suddenly you're in France or something. Like, shit, where am I? Was I that drunk?
Does it transform into a toilet? It better. So,
Oh, that'd be the ultimate tear. Oh.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic, Spidey. Oh, my God.
That's remember that episode where Homer had the toilet recliner chair, and then Bart's like, out of the way, you gotta poop, and Marge holds him back, and it's like, oh, we all want that.
Padawannabe, it's only public drunkenness if you're caught.
Yeah,
so
true.
We can try to associate some sort of stealth mode on it or something.
You'd have to wear a padded suit if you
or
do.
soup up the engine.
There you go. Right?
Man arrested for going 55 and a 35 on a bar stool.
More power.
That would be the best news ever.
Oh, would. It so would. Okay, so anyway. What a good segue, huh? So, early production notes from Thurber also revealed several key locations designed for the film, including the Common Room, the War Room, the Hall of Heroes, and of course the Lions themselves. Right? So you got a whole bunch of them. Balto's Grand Hall, the King's Chamber and Anteroom, Green Lion's Den. You got hangars. You got the Plaza and Plaza Hall. So you got like a lot of locations, right? What else do we got here? The lunchroom. Ooh, they got the lunchroom. So that's cool. The bridge, Yellow Line Cockpit, Blue Line Cockpit, Red Line Cockpit, Black Line Cockpit. Okay, so, there's a bunch of stuff that they're adding into this.
Yeah, it's really a lot.
Awesome. So I'm
looking forward to it. I don't care. I want to see this, damn it.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not as well versed in how should I put it? How things are done in set. Not like, say, Steve, for example, right? That has actually worked on sets and stuff like that. So, he could probably tell me what the whole scheduling of, this whole big, giant, long list means. Which I'd be interested
I mean, I've been on some sets. The way I could say, just by guesstimation, is how shot is done. You're going for the one shot from the red line, and then now you don't necessarily film it like that, but that's the way it's going to be represented in the film, and that helps you for when it comes to shooting. So, yeah.
You just like saying cockpits is Padawannabe.
With Power Rangers out there and now Voltron. If this does well and turns into a pretty good movie series, what other, say, giant robot properties from the past would y'all like to see?
Ooh.
Oh. Well, isn't Gundam being done? It's already being done.
I think Gundam's in the works. Yep. First thing that came to my mind was Shogun Warriors.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I think you guys know the one I'm going to mention, the one that's been talked about for freaking years. Give me my Robotech. Give me it. Yeah. Give me it now.
I know.
Macros, Robotech.
Yeah. That's what got me into anime. It's like, that's where it started for me, really, and heavy. It's like, please,
Gundam has a huge fan base.
Yep.
Humongous fan
base. Imagine the transformation scene of the SDF-1. That's a city. That would look so damn cool. Oh, my. Live action? Yes, please.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Damn it.
So
Gundam is Star Wars for Japan, so
huge. So there's no official release date yet.
GoBots.
I used to love GoBots. GoBots were fun.
GoBots.
Yeah.
They were fun. I had a couple of them somewhere. I still do, I think. So.
I actually have within reach some GoBots on my desk.
Nice.
Oh my God.
I'd like fire up my desk cam, but my desk is a mess.
Padawannabe, no. Just
no.
I didn't need that.
But yeah,
God.
I want to see my mechs. I want to see the Veritech fighters transform. I want to see the SDF-1. so many things.
Okay, well then let's put it this way. Okay, because we know obviously, Transformers has been out as movies.
Yeah.
We're expecting a Gundam movie. We got this Voltron. So what other giant robots could you possibly do? So we mentioned Robotech or Macross.
Yeah.
Depending which way you want to go.
Yeah.
Bill,
Shogun
GoBots.
Warriors.
Shogun Warriors. Okay, that'd be cool. GoBots would be hilarious, Bill. I'm just, but that's part of the Transformers universe now. So, I would like to see, Pat Labor.
Oh, that's another good one too. Yeah.
Now I know a live action's been done in Japan, and I don't know if it would be especially popular as, like a big Hollywood movie whatsoever, though. So, Oh,
I
that's right.
Saying,
Pacific Rim, because I just did.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim.
I just did a video about that. Yeah. So sorry, Bob.
I still want another movie.
Robot scale from giant robots to exoskeletons, you could say, or exosuits. Bubblegum Crisis.
Ooh.
Another lesser-known anime property.
Yeah, I haven't watched that in a long time. So
that's like ancient anime.
It is.
Well, not
It
ancient anime, but it's like 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, let's hope it's a thing. Let's hope it's a good thing, and
let's just hope for the best.
Well. Exactly. That's all we can do. So, but that being said, we're pretty much at the end of the show, and what we always like to do, as you guys know, on a Friday. And oh yeah, there we go. I was a fan of Zoids. I don't think it was popular enough for a film. The toys are awesome. Yes,
wow.
I remember.
Yeah, the
Zoids.
toys are awesome. Yeah, I agree.
I remember Zoids when I was a kid, and then I do remember. I believe I got my son a Zoid or a couple of Zoids. Long time ago. The Zoids were fun. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so Friday, cartoon time at the end of the show.
Yay!
So for everybody out there that is waiting for this, enjoy.
Best honeymoon ever.
Kill me.
I'll pay him no mind. Unless you want to die.
Go it!
Yo! Treat it. Don't give it up, Lupe. Don't give it up, Solo. Don't give it up, Nami. Don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
I be a clown pirate.
That's very interesting. You're very interesting.
Welcome to our humble abode. I see you've already met Nami. Allow me to introduce the rest of my crew.
Consume your own penis, you ugly freak! You can't keep this monkey in a cage.
Wordplay! I'll just have to rustle up me means of survival.
Combine with powers.
Damn it! Now I'll have nothing to offer up to the zombie overlords! What do you want with me, you weird spaceman?
He thinks clowns are from space.
Clowns are from space.
Damn it, he knows!
Damn it, I know!
I'm from Georgia. Hey, what's going on? Okay, who is this now?
Shoro, where have you been?
I was getting this sandwich.
Kick ass!
Seriously, who the hell is head of security?
Yeah, dude, 4 different kinds of cheeses and 6 different kinds of meat.
Because they're fired.
I don't even know that many kinds of meat. That sounds like some fine cuisine.
Stop talking about
There was just no reasoning with him.
No doubt you're impressed. My powers are an amazing sight to behold.
Damn it! You're an asshole! Fuck! What's wrong with you? God!
You cut me into pieces.
I was fucking kidding! Fuck you! You're an asshole!
I wanted to be a doctor.
Yeah! Suck it!
Where did our heroes go? There they are, right there.
What are you doing in there?
I gotta go.
Oh, shit! Ah, don't do that. I blew up my sandwich! Don't worry, Zoro. We can eat this dog. No, the morality of man is not a simple construct. It has layers and layers of complexity. God Godspeed, you magnificent son of a bitch! Where the hell's he going? To a better place, Zorro. To a better place.
There you guys are! I'm glad to see you're all right! Unfortunately, so are Buggy and his crew. His first mate's headed this way, so I thought you could use this.
I dragged his ass 2 miles and you had the key the whole fucking time? Whoa! All this jackass needs is Tilda Swinton, and he's ready to tackle Narnia! I'm insulting your wardrobe! Seriously, dude, what the heck is your story?
I have a spastic colon. Go ahead, make your jokes. I've heard them all before, but you don't know what it's really like. You have no idea. It's taco day. Of course it's taco day. You're sitting in the cafeteria, all the kids are playing and laughing. Everything goes from bad to worse. In an instant, your life changes. I unload everything.
Holy shit. Freedom! Shouldn't hurt.
Luffy, I thought you could use some help, so I brought you this old guy.
Back to work. Roar! You've been a very bad kitty. Spin, you dumb animal. Spin until you are dead. Think it's time to switch condiments, cause that weak sauce ain't helping. I killed a lion.
I'll show you, weak sauce.
I am the club rocker. No, you ain't. Your first mate is dead. Wrong again. That was our cabin boy, and he is not allowed near the good furniture. Well, then where is your worthless first mate so I can kill him too?
Bold words for someone not on a unicycle. However, if I were you, I would prepare my vital organs for this next attack.
Not so fast.
Back off, floozy.
It's in my eyes!
Looks like you're tougher than I thought. I'll just have to step it up a notch with my ultimate technique.
Cradles of 1,000 Jews! Let's get one thing straight here. I want to make sweet, sugary love to Aunt Jemima.
That was sad like tongue depressors.
Nami, what the hell is wrong with you?
Freaking salad!
Well, Zorro, I'd say that wraps things up here.
Dude, these guys are pissed.
We hate this town!
I loved everyone!
Good thinking! Adios, amigos!
And so our brave heroes make their escape.
Damn right they do! Goodbye, stupid town. You all suck! Damn it! Oh, yeah!
Okay, and that's pretty much it for the...
Okay, I want to say this right now. They were made for people with autism and ADHD, such as myself. I understood everything.
Yeah, right.
I totally understood everything. Oh, that was good. I want to watch that for hours.
Who's in charge of security? They're fired.
They're fired. Right. And that's how Beyblades were born. That's right. So
Exactly, yeah.
And I want tacos! Damn it!
I know.
Oh, taco sounds good now,
Oh,
man.
hard shell tacos, just yum.
I know.
You don't want soft
tacos.
shell?
No,
Nah, I want any kind of tacos that make me feel giddy inside.
Yeah, I want the real one.
That's right.
Crunchy taco, man.
That's right, man. So, you know, now I have to get to the important part where I talk about shit. You know. That's right.
You have soft shell, you might as well go all the way and just have a burrito.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know, wrap it
Nice
up.
bean burrito.
And, you know, and then enjoy it while you're having siesta. And Jason.
And a cerveza.
What are you wanting to do on your channel?
God damn it, man.
Oh, the energy. The energy.
I know.
Oh, God.
He's Listen, Esther. He's low.
Yeah, I listen.
You
I
know?
listen, homie.
You do it.
Well, for my channel, you can always find me on my channel 540 Studio. It's run by this Northman. And tomorrow, of course, we will do a skull cast, and if hopefully Tom will be there. Hopefully he has time. Hopefully everything will work tomorrow. That's gonna be a skull cast, talking about some stuff, having fun. On Sunday, I will be with Vinyl Revival. We will talk about Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance album that I'm excited for. Big Judas Priest fan. Next week it's gonna be the same shtick. You might see me here, of course. Of course, on our channel, it's gonna be the Beyond and stuff like that. But in May, from 4th of May and throughout most of May, I am not home. So I will be with my girlfriend and our children and stuff like that to celebrate our National Day on 17th May, having a great time as a family. So I'm really excited for that. And then I'm finally gonna get my tooth fixed because they had to delay the appointment to May. So I finally get that fixed in May. And other than that, just working on a lot of stuff. Been working on some new tracks with my music. I'm excited to get my book done so I can release it. And if you ever need to hire an editor for film or video, I am always up for hire. I'm always nice with the prices, and I'm a perfectionist, and I try my best to do the best work that I can possibly do for the people who wants it. So other than that, as I always say, just remember, life's too short. Make the most of it. And we in this panel, we love you, we appreciate you, and none of us could have been here today if it wasn't for all of you great peeps out there. So thank you.
There we go. And Tom.
Yes.
What you
got?
got?
Normal voice on him. You sing normal voice on him? Really?
I'm sorry. What? Tom. Mr. Techno Sapien Geek, otherwise known as the Geeky Classic Leftist. So.
It sounds like somebody's walking above me. That sound. Like, stop walking! It's late!
He's the people next door. They're doing something to the window. And they're repairing the shop. And anyway, what you got, Esse?
All right, Esse. No, let's see what we got going on. Let me see the channel. It's been a little quiet, except for some gaming. Been playing Fallout 3, but okay, I don't buy stuff for myself ever because I'm poor. But I've been recently making sales on my dad's albums, and he pays me. I tell him not to, but he said no. You get a percentage for doing the sales. I sold a bunch of AC/DC albums, and I sold a bunch of my PS2 games recently. And I was like, I bought my food, and I said, I have some stuff. A certain game got shadow dropped just this week. I was like, Oblivion. One of my favorite, a great RPG.
Damn it!
Yeah, so
you don't mean?
Yeah, Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion was shadow dropped. They actually released it, and it's brilliant. It's amazing.
I've never played it.
Oh, it's I love Skyrim, don't be wrong, because dragons. I'm obsessed with dragons. But it's actually better. It's a better all-around game. So I folded and I bought it for Steam. So I have it, and I'm actually going to be streaming it here right after the show. I'm going to probably, or not stream, I might record because I still don't have enough time to stream, yada, yada, yada. But I'm going to record it. I'm going to report from the beginning, the creative character, everything. And it's time to get back into one of an RPG besides Fallout. And now this is done so good, they're going to remake Fallout 3. Yes, which I'm still going to finish my Fallout 3 from the original on PC. But, oh, I'm so happy. I'm like, I bought it. Yes, I bought something for myself in years.
He's a happy boy, everybody.
Like, yes, yay. I can't wait to get back into this.
He's jumping on his chair right now, just like, yay!
It's like, and Days Gone expansion came out today, but I spent the money on this, so I'll get that next month, the expansion, which I think it's more stories, and I'll do that next month. But I had to get Oblivion. This was like, we didn't expect it, and just like, oh, wow. Because Skyrim was dumbed down. If anybody's played Skyrim, and I love Skyrim, don't be wrong, I do. I've played it like 5 times over. But Oblivion's a better game all around. So it's just, and it's done. The creation engine is the game, so the game's the same, but they used Unreal Engine for the graphics. So there's 2 engines, and it's so beautiful. And people are praising it. There's hardly any issues with it. It's like they tested it for release. And one last fact I'm going to bring. There's a project called Skyblivion, which is Oblivion done in Skyrim. You figured like Nintendo would shut you down if you're doing something. No, what they did, they gave everybody who's creating Skyblivion a free copy. Like, here, we want you guys to release your copy, try ours out while you're getting yours done. That's respect right there. That's what the gaming community should be about. These higher companies saying, hey, we want that part out. Here, try our version while you're at it. It's like, that's cool. So that's what the community needs more of. So that's about it.
Yeah.
And Pop.
Pop, yes. Pop Culture
Should
Republic
know.
is my channel. I talk about anything and everything pop culture related under the big pop culture umbrella. Movies, TV shows, anime, K-dramas.
One of the most relaxed guys to listen to.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, subscribe to me if you need help sleeping. I will put you off to sleep.
Where do we not pop off? No.
Hey, I can never sleep when I listen to you, man. You get me reacting because you talk about a lot of good stuff,
Oh,
dude.
thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank
can
you.
second
Yeah.
that. I've listened to your show a few times too.
I want you to grow a lot more, man, because you're a fantastic channel. Come
Yes,
on.
exactly.
Ah, thanks. Very cool. Yeah, I try to keep to some kind of schedule, but often it gets blown out the water. And it was Mondays and Wednesdays at night, and then it became Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then last night, that got blown out the water because I saw this invitation in my inbox. I thought, hey, I should click on that. That looks like it might be fun. And it was fun. It was loads of fun. But yeah,
It's nice
that's
having
where
you
I
on,
was last night.
Oh, man.
And that was
We
great.
went even longer because of you.
Yeah. Going the distance. Yes, that's
exactly.
it. But yeah, that's what I do. I talk about stuff, K-dramas, comic books, anime, sci-fi, fantasy TV shows, movies,
stuff,
whatnot. Yeah.
Stuff, yay!
Stuff. It's the stuff. I talk about the stuff.
The stuff.
And that's about all I've got.
You got the golden Ann in the van, Stan?
Yeah.
The stuff.
The stuff.
What in the world?
It's like, what is that? Come on.
I gotta
It's creepy.
program. There's AI programs that are making videos like that. I've got to buy it. I really want to start creating some warp stuff out there. Oh, that's amazing.
And you could just
And-
put Comic's face on it.
That's right. While we're here, down below in the description, there are things listed there, like this from Flip City Magazine, which is kind of like the Mad Magazine of today. So if you go ahead and you want to go ahead and get yourself a subscription, then go ahead, check out their website over at flipcitymag.com, and you can get yourself a sample free magazine to check out. And if you get yourself a subscription, you get a patent pending hat of the foil nature. And if you input the code, yeah, I know, I had to phrase it differently this time. Yeah. And if you import the code CRC, then you get 10% off a yearly subscription from Flip City Magazine. Go ahead and check them out. They were just here in the chat partaking as we're giving them warped ideas due to the stupid news that we give.
Like I was saying earlier, we'd like to have them on again. They were fun to have on. They were.
Yeah,
They
totally.
were.
I gotta talk to them again. I really do.
They're so awesome.
That's what you want to do. Yes. And so we also got Sword of Eden right now is Al Nickerson's book. The first 2 episodes, or as I like to call them, issues, are out now. And I don't know why I call them episodes. I just did. So there you go. What are you going to do about it? Fight me, doodlebag. That didn't even make sense whatsoever.
Okay, I'm using that from now on. Doodle bag.
Yeah, doodlebag. So what are you gonna do about it? Nothing on this channel makes sense. So if you want to go ahead and right, So if you want to go ahead and check out Al Nickerson's book, Sword of Eden and Sword of Eden Shinobi, that are on right now. He also has he's also got the issues on Fund My Comic. That's nice. That's the words I was actually thinking of, because right now my brain is turning to mush as we speak, much like this channel. So if you want to go ahead and check them out, go ahead and get yourself also, if you feel inclined to, the limited edition Trump 2024 cover, incentive cover. And if you happen to be the first 100, then he just will go ahead and sign an autograph and number one of those issues for you. And speaking of losing my mind, there is Rancor Steve in the chat. Howdy, and you just came.
Hey, the lollipop guild is showing up.
That's right. He represents the lollipop guild. The lollipop guild. Just kidding, dude.
We love you, brother.
I know. Well, he does. I just tolerate your existence. So, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Steve is wholesome because he comes from the Midwest and the South and this stuff like this. And whenever I see Steve, yeah, there you go.
Well
hey,
played.
Todd, the Subaru driver. Whenever I think of Steve, I think
They're
of this.
pretty good, except for one little problem. That little guy right there, he is nipple number 5. A good dairy cow should have like 4.
You're making it hard to hate this film. I'm telling you.
What the fuck?
At least this movie had purpose. It had purpose now.
It did.
It did, yes.
Yeah. But Steve being wholesome from the Midwest and every other place that matters in the United States, I think of you, Brad.
Oh, he's awesome, man. I still can't wait to try those tri-chips someday, man, if we ever get together. God, it's like he's just... Oh.
That's right. So, yeah. So, seeing how we got this, pretty much this Packlet episode out of the way and whatnot.
No, young sir. I'm going to take over for a second because you're an amazing man, but you got to learn to love yourself because you have so much talent. You give these people so much on top of being a great graphic designer. Don't forget, this man can do graphic design for you. He can do it for record labels. He can do it for your internet stuff, anything you need him for. And it's on a budget because let's be honest, finances in today's world is just crazy. It's hard to afford stuff and people overcharge. This man is fair in his pricing. He can give you pricing plans, everything, work with him. He worked with you 100%. Don't forget, he also is an X. And this channel's also on Rumble. Don't forget that as well. If anything ever happens, we got on Rumble. And just all in all, this man gives you. I mean, look at the show. He does anything for you guys. And the stuff he does for you guys is amazing. He generally does love the fans. And he's just a good person. And he's generally just one of the hardest worker guys I've seen in this, you know. So, no, straight out, man. And plus, don't forget the store. I still got to get, yes, I am, damn it. But no, seriously, don't forget the store. He has these amazing posters, which I straight out, when I get my gaming room, I want all those Transformers posters around the room. And I do got to get the Thanos mug because, let's be honest, Thanos was right. I mean, straight out. It's just, yeah. So check all the stuff out. And yeah.
There you go. So, yeah. So that's, I knew you were simping for me. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this show. We had fun doing it. We like to have fun on the show. And
regardless of what people say and what people do, we're just here to have fun. We don't hate anybody or on anybody and act like children. We're just here to have fun. That's all it's about. I mean, this community is about fun. Let's all get along and just enjoy each other and make fun of the thing called the entertainment industry because it's all just, I don't know.
Yeah. No, you know what?
No, he didn't. No,
he didn't. Well, yes and no. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah. So anyway, guys, have a good weekend. Have a fun weekend.
Have hard-shelled tacos.
What else? Yes. Have some hard-shelled tacos. What else? What else could I say? But you know what? I don't bot other channels. It's immature.
I was gonna say anything, but no, you don't.
It's immature. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And if you believe that kind of crap, well then you deserve to listen to the crap that you're listening to.
And have a soft shell taco.
Yes, have a soft shell taco. Go ahead. You know what? Because I'm beyond this grade school level freaking panty waist type of stupid attacks coming from ridiculous people, and you know what? And you have nothing but my pity, because if you want to go ahead and wallow in your own filth of conspiracy theories, oh my God, the dude, you deserve everything that you're spouting. So, and it's not for me, but I think I know who it's from. And it's somebody I don't even associate with. So, enjoy your stream. I don't care about numbers. I don't care about views. I just care about connecting with people. And that's
fun.
all what it's really
having
about.
Fun.
And having fun, exactly. And it's all
what
about
it's all
having fun.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, he only bots his own voice. Exactly. Exactly. It's as simple as that. I don't have a gaming computer. I can't even do that kind of stuff. But whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Anyway, guys, if you happen to be catching this on the rewind, have a fantastic weekend. For all of you people that were here in this chat, have an excellent weekend. And hopefully we will see you, if not Tuesday, then maybe I might still have something planned for tomorrow.
Oh.
Maybe. Stay tuned to the channel. I might surprise some people out there with a little premiere of something that I was talking about on Tuesday. And if you were paying attention, then you know what I'm talking about. So,
pinch my nipples and call me Shirley. Wait, no.
I know. Well, rub my nipples and make them 3 Smarties long. I wonder what that surprise could be. So to everybody out there, have fun, stay safe, and remember,
be excellent to each other. And